everyone, and welcome to Totally Online Gaming Group. We're glad you guys could join us as we are now at episode 58 of Atavar Ascension. So we're glad you guys could join us for this. As always, before we begin, we got to give a shout out to our sponsors. So give a shout out to Critical Hit Gaming Supplies. They are a locally owned, family owned company here right out of Orlando. They're great people. They've got some amazing different dice trays, dice bags, plus tons and tons of awesome, really high quality 3D printed miniatures, including big ones of dragons and Tiamat and all sorts of pretty cool stuff. So you should go check out their website, www.criticalhitgamingsupplies.com. And make sure if you see something you like, use the discount code TOGG15 at checkout, and you'll get 15% off your purchase. Also check out Fanroll. Fanroll's got some other products that they also have some dice and dice trays and stuff, but they've got some different things from what Critical Gaming Supplies has. And if you follow the links for all these are going to be in the description of the live stream, so you can click on those links there. You could also go to our website, www.TOGG TOGGROLEPLAY.com. Go there, and the links to all of our sponsors are there. Use the link to Fanroll, you go over to them, and you see something that you like and you buy it, it'll help the channel. So we really appreciate that. And last but not least, our very own Jen and Zach have SideQuest Cards and Games. Jen, would you like to?
Hi, I'm Jen and Zach today. So I own SideQuest Cards and Games. We have game stuff. We are doing a Commander Night. We're doing Commander Night this Sunday at 1 o'clock in the Oviedo Brewing over in Oviedo. We're going to do that. That'll be cool. We have a D&D one-shot on the 26th, I believe, at Hourglass Brewing. Also, I did just get hooked up with a permanent little shop situation over in St. Cloud at a place called Warhammer Brewing. More information on that will be coming as I get set up. Hopefully, you should be set up by this.
I'm excited to see that. You said, I think that's May 6th, because you got the 5th, you got the event.
Yeah. So I'll be setting up either Saturday or Sunday after all that. So I
cool.
should be set up Monday.
I'm looking forward to going and check that out and helping if you need a little help. So that'd be cool.
Be fun.
All right. Any other announcements from anybody?
My birthday's next.
Jen's birthday's next month. We demand some happy birthday super chats.
He's turning 87.
Yes.
Shit, I look good for 87.
Yep. So, we are at the last day of April today.
Is it really?
It is. It is April 30th. It is the last day of April. So next month is closer than you think.
This is the last April ever.
No, last day of
For
April.
you.
So that being said, May 7th. I don't think you. I thought you said you wouldn't. But we'll figure it out. So next week, May 7th, May 14th, May 21st, and May 28th. Guess what? I'll be in town, which is great. So that means as long as everybody is good to go, we'll just be continuing to go.
The permanent schedule change, so we're good.
Oh yeah,
We're good, buddy.
that's good. Okay, so
I remember what I had.
I know you had
I
something.
was like, what the hell do I have
you
going
had something.
on?
That's how I
It's
was
a day
looking.
of the week.
I have to take the dog to.
That's right.
She's gonna
That's
go get
right.
X-rays. I have to draw so that she can. Because she.
Guys, we got a first time chat on Twitch from the
Hello.
Prophet JT23. Positive vibes y'all's way. New fan of D&D and new to the channel. Awesome. Thank you so much for being a
You know,
first time
these
chatter.
screens would be
We
full
love
if I
that.
could fucking-
And hope to hear more from
Damn,
you.
she really is 86.
She is.
She can't see shit, Captain.
Yeah.
Please don't do
You
anything.
can't see
We're
shit.
just for show.
Anywho, last on the announcements docket here today.
Oh, great.
Last on that will be. You see how I through that. Well, last on that
You're
will
welcome.
last on that will be the fact that if you are watching on Twitch and you want to affect the game, you can donate Twitch bits, and a minimum of 100 Twitch bits donated, and you will be able to type in something that you say, hey, I want this to happen in the game. Like, hey, You know, for example, hey Leon, that rooftop you're on.
Yeah.
Why don't you just jump off and see what happens?
I don't know about that. Assassin's Creed free dive.
Yeah. Or hey Persephone, what if you launch a fireball right over there, and we'll see what happens. Or DM, you know what?
Fireball right on Leon.
Yeah, DM. This seems a little bit unfair for the monsters. Maybe there should be more. Things like that you can affect the game. You can do that in Twitch by donating minimum of 100 Twitch bits and saying, I would like to affect the game and this is the way.
Yeah.
The more Twitch bits you donate, the more likely we're going to allow something crazier to happen. Same goes on YouTube. YouTube, if you super chat, the more you super chat dollar amount, the more likely we are going to adjust things based on your input. So feel free to super chat us and send us something. If you donate $1, cool. We'll try to make something cool happen that you say. If you donate $100, you can guarantee the shenanigans are going to get fucking nuts.
Kill Oscar,
Okay.
He's trying to say that he's easily bribed.
I am easily bribed.
Or me.
That being said, if there are no other announcements, then without further ado, we bring you Atavar Ascension.
You're thinking I'm a dummy.
That is not accurate.
And that was probably the first words that the chat heard when since we got back was, I'm a dummy.
Well, it's
You're right,
fine.
you're right, you're right.
They can accept it.
All right, so...
You didn't count me back in. I say
No.
what I want.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
All right, so we are back where we last left off.
Yeah.
The party had managed to complete their mission in the carnival and come back, finding themselves in Sam Witch's domain. He, being grateful for all their hard work, identified items as requested, and then even gave them some additional items, and then,
Our friend died. Here's this bag of cat.
yes,
Make me feel better.
For your trouble.
and a couple other things. But
I
he,
only got a bag of cats.
he did his part to try to make up for the, what he could. Then,
He's trying.
going back to the lovely boulder to rest, the party ran into Ranga, who was sitting there and was like, where the hell have you guys been for the last 3 fucking months?
Your mama's house.
And it's like, no, I was over there, so you
went to the
weren't there.
circus.
The circus, yeah, okay, thanks guys. And Ranga kind of got pissed off. All of a sudden, got a message, a letter came in from a courier, and was like, oh shit, yeah, peace out, bitches.
Ooh, my
And
foot. See you,
and he
nerds.
took off.
Deuces.
I do not trust Rob.
That
Okay,
sounds
good
like
for
a
you.
problem.
I don't know. It's like
After that,
I don't trust him.
they all began to discuss what their next moves were, and one of those moves was Patch asked, "Hey, do me a favor. I should. It's been a while. I should check back with my village. Can you sending to my mentor?" Which Leon did, and received no response. Then Patch getting a little worried about that said, "Oh, that doesn't seem." And later on asked, "Hey, you know what? Here, let me describe my childhood best friend. Why don't you try sending to her?" And once again, no response. This really made Patch worried, and at a suggestion from, I can't remember if it was Leon or actually Torbeck that suggested it. Hey, there is a way we can get there quickly.
Yep.
That was Leon. Okay.
What was Leon?
There is a way we can get there quickly, but
Leon.
you're not gonna like it. If we could maybe get a powerful wizard that we actually happen to know one to teleport us there, that would be great. So Patch, focusing on that idea, said, "Yep, fuck this shit, I'm out." Boom, and starts heading his way over to Sam Witch's house once again. The rest of the party began to kind of follow suit. Torbeck and Leon began to follow Patch after Leon took some time to summon his amazing Pegasus steed.
I thought it was a unicorn.
Nope, it was a Pegasus.
No, it's a My
Tom
Little Pony.
It is
Soydor
a
tricked
Pegasus.
Patch into painting.
And he noticed, hey, wait a minute, Torbeck and Patch just kind of, they just booked. Shit, okay, I guess I better catch up. And he took to the air on his Pegasus. Well, sort of. Ended up going to the rooftops and essentially running across the
All in with
rooftops
style.
while flapping his wings, just kind of bounding gently from rooftop to rooftop. While up there, he noticed something interesting down the road quite a ways from the vantage point. In the direction that Patch and Torbeck were running, in order to get, and Jonathan, in order to get to Sam Witch, there was a familiar face carrying what looked like a human figure, arms, making their way in the opposite direction down the street, but a ways off. They're making a way. Leon noticed that and kind of squinted his eyes a little bit and said, "Oh," and bounded off. Took off at great speed. Finally, Patch, and I don't know if Torbeck made the perception check on this one right away. I think he might have failed that one.
No, I made it. What was it? What was it?
You missed one, I know.
I
I
never
can't
missed
remember which. But somebody noticed, hey, there's Leon on a fucking Pegasus on the roof. He's going past us. What the hell? And they attempted to catch up. When Leon leaped off the roofs, down into the street with his Pegasus, and then halted in front of Gold, who was carrying a very beat-up looking Persephone in his arms. And he sees Leon and he's like, "I've been looking for you guys forever. Fuck.
You're the one that ditched.
Quick, hey, hop down." And he puts Persephone down the ground. "Do you have any healing left?" In which Leon cast a healing spell. Patch and Torbeck and Jonathan eventually caught up. And after a lot of discussion and some healing and some helping, everybody eventually made their way to Sam Witch's, where Patch, who didn't wait for anybody though, arrived first by a good 20 minutes or so. But thanks to a very stubborn door, who eventually did get a wonderful fresh coat of striped pink and purple, I believe it
Door
was.
said, "Oh, trying to
Sweet.
split the party, huh? Well, fuck you."
Finally convinced the door to let him in. He was let in and into the waiting area. And about 5 minutes after he got into the waiting area, just sitting there with Jonathan, waiting for an audience with Sam Witch, eventually the rest of the party kind of filed up in the room. He's like, "What? Oh, hey, you guys are here now." And probably another 5 minutes later, finally, the door to the waiting room opened, leading to another hallway into Sam Witch's actual chambers, where they told him And he agreed, yeah, I'll teleport you. And so the party got together as Sandwich created a circular ring of magical energy, symbols appearing around it, flaring to life. He said, okay, you ready? Everyone was kind of like, ah, I guess. Step on it and hold hands, and as they did, everything kind of swirled for a moment and went a little bit black and hazy and kind of wasn't the most comfortable feeling, but then poof, they find themselves, hey, we're standing in a town square. And at first glance, the only thing that catches Patch's he is really, really worried. Mentor and his childhood friend, as well as everyone else in the village.
Yeah, the rest are great too.
But especially those two, as he attempted to message them, and there was no response. His eyes kind of dart around as he looks around, and you see right near the corner of one building your mentor laying down on the ground, doesn't seem to be moving. Dahlia Bronzehammer, good best friend, kneeling down there with him. Now, what you didn't notice, can't speak to me, what you didn't notice initially, which is surprising, but also not, because focused everyone else, you realize, holy shit. The sky, even though this was, I want to say it was like early on. Even though, since you traveled a little further, maybe it's even closer to lunch, but time zone. But not that. But everything's a little bit dark here. And there's damage everywhere you look. Things and smoke is billowing up from some of them, making the sky even darker because it's blocking out the sun. You guys find yourselves in the square at Shropton. And actually find yourselves there. Tail spiral up. Thank you. As I said, everything seems off.
Wow.
Yeah,
it really
I
is
thought
off.
that's So bright.
It's so off.
Everything
seems a little bit off because, like I said, it's midday, but it is dark. Yo, that patch guy looking kind of cute. Okay. Thank you, Overraptor.
There we go. Yeah.
I was like, which one of our friends
You
is
know
it?
who that is.
My husband.
Our husband.
He's community property now. So, you find yourselves in the town square of Shropton. There are
Pitch black.
There are some. It's not quite pitch black.
No, I'm
it's
sure the
just slow.
screen just turned.
There are. There
Oh,
are.
sorry, I didn't mean to cast that.
There are some. There are some carts and things, almost like a little, because you would know this in the town square. Sometimes little merchants come through, and even some of the residents themselves have little, like cart merchant areas. Some of the farmers usually have a cart that they will bring, like a farmer's market, to the center of town, and then when you get there, they've got wares. Well, there are several little carts around the center, and almost all of them are either on fire or burning, and some tents and stuff like that set up in the center of this town square for.
So this place
merchants and
actually
stuff.
got like straight up attacked.
Something happened. You don't know exactly what, but something happened. And
We really should have taken that short rest beforehand.
Patch, what? No, rabbit
It would have been
is.
out of
Yeah.
character. But I sure would like to have that extra wild shape back.
It will be your death.
I
Too
can't
late
wait to
now.
not use the new thing I just got.
Late now, boy.
You're right.
We're in the shit of it.
Come on. Sorry
Alright,
about
so
the
I'll,
slow load.
Did you? Oh, you made the village? Is it? Oh man!
I didn't make the village. A promotion spot for Tales Tavern website. If you use Talespire and you want to get some really cool maps or boards or pieces or things like that, go to Tales Tavern and run a search, and then look for what you want, and you can import it into your version of Talespire. I feel like I'm gonna need some popcorn for the story. You just might. You just might.
Who said that?
I don't know,
That was
because
the
he got
prophet
rid of the chat.
JT23.
Yeah, boy.
Come on.
So anyway, do we see his
Those three
friends?
mushrooms are also my
Yes.
friends.
You
And so is
do
that
see you,
Sentient tin.
you do
Sentient.
see Patch, who I imagine you make a beeline for that.
Yes.
So
We
you
can make
do
a
see-
rabbit line.
It could be a rabbit line. It could,
Ah!
that's definitely a roll though. Percentile, son.
Use your son.
That's what I said. Percentile.
I was gonna stop dead in that corner,
That would have been cool.
like the DVD thing bouncing around.
This
the
is
screen.
actually the one time I'm not gonna take it if I do win on 69.
Take it.
I gotta do what
Wuss.
Zach does.
There is so much I lose from going from 10 to 9, and so little I gain from going to 10.
Yeah.
Huh?
Man, it's
You got like
so
10 more
slow.
minutes. Just hang tight.
Huh?
It's not done. It's not gonna be done for a minute.
I run over to Thalia and my mentor.
37.
57, yeah.
57.
I run over.
Okay.
Kiss Thali on the mouth.
Maybe not.
I follow and do the same.
Okay. So you guys.
Let me feel your rabbit.
Patch is feeling a strange way. He's not sure what to make of this.
You guys do see Patch making his way over towards where his mentor is laying down and Thalia is kneeling down beside him. So you guys do see that, but you also do see everything that I mentioned. Man, I just wish.
It's fine. We can wait for it to load
Yeah,
while.
it was like,
It's taking
it's fine.
forever. It's really pissing.
You
me
should
off.
have loaded it before.
I know, but I was
He
trying.
wanted it to be a
I
surprise.
did.
It's all good. We can let it load while we
Interrupt.
Yeah. So
No big.
you see, we might have to turn it off even and just go through to the mind. But
Mission.
as I said, you see all around.
I'm gonna remember.
Yeah, you see all around you. Like I said, there are some tents and some carts and things like that that are clearly set up as like little temporary merchants stalls, and they're torn up. There's fire burning on some of these things. There's bodies around you on the ground.
Mhm.
Some are obviously villagers. Others look like some of the livestock that it must be running wild. This entire place looks like chaos just smacked it in the face, and it went, okay.
While
Yeah,
we're
just-
just existing, I shape water.
Okay, well, before you do that,
Proceed.
I think I'm gonna
Getting
have to
some
close
brownie
it.
points
I
with
think I'm gonna
Patch.
have to close it here because it is. It's not doing what I want it to do, so it's just eating up computer processing power and not doing the right thing.
Very good.
At least
See
now
chat.
you can see chat.
I
How's
can
that?
see chat.
You can see chat.
I don't see that other chat. Oh, there we go. Just
Okay.
kidding.
So you see Patch take off in a direction, and that allows you to then notice that yes, there is a figure lying down over there near this building, and one kneeling next to them. in addition to all the destruction and the chaos around you, as this happens, you know what? All three of you, Patchy, you're taking off. All three of you give me perception.
Fair enough. I wouldn't have been paying attention.
Does Jonathan also get a perception?
Yes, so 4. Okay.
Oh, I'm not proficient in perception. So 10.
Wow, what a loser.
That is a
C
25.
is for losers,
Okay.
okay?
Okay.
25 for Leon and a 7
I
for
don't need to see
Jonathan.
things.
Okay, so you and Jonathan rolled pretty.
Yeah.
Yours was decent enough, and yours was way high. Both of you notice Gold kind of standing there looking around. Biggest saucer, just like
Scanning.
looking around,
This
and
man's trauma baited.
and as he's looking around, you're not sure if he's talking to you guys or himself, but it's clear something has, in his memory, has been active.
I don't know. I'm gonna continue to do my
Patch
fire
also doesn't
putting
hear
out
that
thing.
as he runs
No,
over.
you don't hear that. You guys do.
You want to handle that or should I? Alright. We're gonna let him immerse himself and we're gonna. I'm going with
Yeah.
As you begin to move in that direction, are you joining?
Deja vu moment.
I'm gonna slowly join, but
Okay, you're going to attempt to
Watering
water.
the fires
you're,
on my
you're
way.
doing that, you get up first, Patch. You get up to Thal, and she sees you running at her, and she's like, "Patch,
Talia!
where did you come from?"
Oh man, it's such a long story.
Okay, we don't have
But I'll
time.
start from the beginning.
Well, let's not.
Oh, right.
I don't think we have time.
Sorry.
It all started
What happened?
when I was born.
that's what I was expecting.
Can you do something to help him?
Sure, but what can I do? What happened here?
I don't know.
What
I
happened
don't
to
know
him?
medicine. You know that.
Let
What
me
can-
see what skills I have.
Do some druid shit!
Do I actually have a medicine check?
You know, all I can do is,
It's
make
not-
armor and shit.
And you do a great job at it.
Oh, not the time. Not the time.
Fix now, we fuck later!
Stop that.
You're right. Multitask.
Okay, fuck and fake. Okay.
I'm gonna cast a healing word at level 1 to see if that helps at all.
Okay. So go ahead and cast your spell. Tell me how much.
Go ahead, D&D Beyond. Wow, minimum, thanks. 5.
Okay.
Why roll yourself?
Because I didn't
So-
feel like digging out the D4. The
So-
button was right there on D&D Beyond.
And so you heal him 5 hit points, and what you notice is that in his body, what you see is tendrils of black and red, almost like veins going through his. You recognize this is
Oh,
clearly
no,
root- some
as I'm,
kind
like,
of root
looking over him.
influence. You guys aren't quite there yet, so you don't notice it.
Yeah, no.
He does have some wounds on him, and those do begin to close, but this infection or whatever it is, it doesn't seem to retreat. Still there. But he does begin to cough a little bit, whereas before it seems like he was just out, comatose. But now he coughs a little bit. And his eyes kind of partly open, but not really. Clearly weak. Something big is going on. He's like, we have to be careful. Quick, we need to find someplace safe. Get him inside somewhere.
All right, and I pick him up without any issue because I have
Okay.
19 strength now.
As you do that, the rest of you get up there, and I need all of you to make perception checks. It is based on hearing.
Oh yeah, Thalia, I got these cool new gloves now, and I might actually be able to beat you in arm wrestling.
Flirting with your girlfriend and roll.
Here's my deep.
21 for Leon, 19 for John.
Okay.
Ooh.
19 for me.
What was this, perception?
Yep, based on hearing.
Oh, well, then I didn't have to roll that anyway. That's
He was
25.
like, you got bunny.
And they
All right.
worked this time.
So
Must be.
Actually,
pretty much, it
26.
sounds like everyone except for Persephone.
I'm just not fucking.
And Gold is he is kind of walking after you, but he seems to be in a
He's in
daze.
his own mental
Yeah, he's kind of in a daze.
1,000 yards.
You all hear noise, which seems to be
Patching
coming
yourself.
on the rooftop above you, on from the building there. You hear noise on the rooftop. That sounds a little bit like like claws going across the kind of the wooden and thatched tiles that they made built under this roof, and a noise, and
No wonder I don't hear it.
and you with your 21 had
I had a
He had
26.
you had a 26. Both of you then, you also hear that same kind of weird hissy growly sound coming from other places around, and every once in a while scream.
Did I get an answer, by the way, when I asked what did this?
No, because she said there's no time. She's like, we need to get him healed and get someplace safe, and we'll talk in a moment.
Wish I had
We need to get
keys
someplace
touch.
safe.
Having the.
Oh.
Do I know any way? Problem.
Give
Patch's
me
best
an
friend.
arc.
Gonna become Patch's best friend.
Eh, That's a 5 plus not
Never
enough.
mind.
Okay.
That's a.
Okay. Yeah.
No.
Fortunate.
The
Well,
one thing
I tried.
one thing I will do, actually, I'm going to give you advantage on this because you had been prior to Persephone's
8.
disappearance a little better,
Change the
but you
dice.
had been doing a
Stay
lot
there,
of
last
bad.
warning.
you've been doing a lot of research before you got poofed away
Yeah.
into the route and stuff like that. So you're still not sure.
Well, I tried, guys.
Yeah. But you do know one thing, and this is just due to the research you did.
Alright, so if
There
I
you go.
chop his arm off, it'll
No.
stop the spread.
Nope. No, what you do know is that
Zombie apocalypse.
is that he's not beyond saving. You just don't know.
Nothing. And help.
Right.
Getting their hopes up is not going to help anyone.
Okay.
Got a decent plus to medicine, but I don't have proficiency.
So, what do you guys do? You've heard some noises. You're
I
there.
do
You're you're next to a building, but for the most part, you really are kind of out in the open.
While I'm scooting him, I'm gonna say, sorry to interrupt, all right, well, we're getting him inside, but what's going on? I hear things around us.
Do I see the things?
Okay, so you're gonna try to look for those things.
Yeah.
Okay. So, in this case, you're literally investigating. So it's an investigation, which means you're actually trying to go and see and inspect.
Oh,
Okay.
that's actually not bad.
Charisma investigation.
So as Thalia is kind of she's like, maybe we can go in here, and the building that you're next to, which this was like a kind of a large general store on that's next to the village square, and a little bit of nostalgia and memories. This is one that you and Dahlia and some of the other younger kids in the village, you guys would always try to scrounge up maybe a little bit of money here and there, and then you'd all go in and get sweets from this general store, and it always had fond memories. Now, as you make your way around the corner to the front door. Try to kind of slip in as Dahlia's kind of push the door open, look in, and the smell coming out of something died in quickly.
Maybe
It's
picking a
bad.
building.
While that's happening, actually move the opposite direction of the building, other corner. As you do, you come around the corner. It's back to you, but literally like a foot or two is this kind of grayish blue creature, wings and a ton of spikes. Back, holding a spear, making that heard from the rooftop, is looking around. You're stupid.
Because it's back to I just snap.
Okay.
Percy.
Yeah. I
So,
said do it stupid. I'm well aware that's not my forte.
So Percy, you are
That's
attempting.
my job.
You are
I will say
attempting.
using
what's-
Mage Hand to assist.
Hey, Mage Hand
Pretty
can
sure
only
their
move
head
5
isn't.
pounds.
Yes, but that's 5 more pounds than I can't move on my own.
It's not an
Really-
unattended
it's
object
really
unless
not.
it's a severed head.
Essentially, what you're attempting is an unarmed.
Side question before I do this.
Mm.
Well, can I do it with telekinesis? Is that a valid way to use telekinesis?
Hold on, let me look at the spell. Because
I use my
this
brain
could be
power to
interesting.
break your
actually.
neck.
This could be interesting.
Bullets.
And I will say this.
That's
You gain the ability
telekinesis,
to
Kyle.
move or manipulate creature or objects by thought. You can
Yep.
cast a spell. Blah blah
Yep.
blah blah blah.
Let me just look at the spell. And I will say this as a reminder while I look at this. Chat, remember, you can have influence on her. If you want to see her succeed, you can nudge it in that direction. If you want to make it more
Donate
difficult, you
$5
can
for
nudge it in
yourself.
that direction.
Okay, for-
All right.
Your husband to give you some advantage.
All right, so.
This campaign became pay to win really quick.
All those microtransactions, what the fuck?
My vote's on yes, because it's.
I'm gonna say there's 2 other people. I was actually gonna try to find this person with them so you guys can get away safely. But
Okay, so.
Well, I mean, technically, I'm doing that for you.
yeah, but you have no muscles.
Okay, so
That's
this.
why I went to magic.
Hey. So this is what I will allow. Okay, so you can literally attempt to move a creature even up to huge size, and you can and it's
Neck
basically
one way.
right. Well, it's your spellcasting modifier versus a strength check, and if you win, you could move them 30 feet in any direction because
30 feet.
yeah, because no. Because this creature is small, what I will allow is that you still have to make your Arcana versus its strength check and see who wins. If you win, then I will allow you to do up to the equivalent of basically instead of 30 feet, since it's small, I'll say 60 feet of fall damage. So basically 66. And if that happens to kill it, then we'll say you snapped its neck.
I'll take it.
All right.
So these are like little imp-like creatures that are going around. I thought they were bigger for some.
I
No,
assumed they were
these
too.
are small.
Okay.
They're
Alright,
overall they're
so
small.
this
So
is, I'm rolling an Arcana check.
you're rolling not an Arcana.
No.
Your spell check. It's
That's
like a
way better than
yes.
Arcana check.
Use a good dice.
Well,
where
this
is
is
it?
one did me okay so
'cause
far.
it's,
It's plus.
It's your spell
9.
casting. Well, it's your spell casting ability.
The modifier, not the attack.
Is not the attack. It's the modifier.
Okay,
Spell
so the
casting
4,
ability.
not
So
the
it's going to
9.
be charisma +4 with a d20.
Rizzing this creature to
And
death.
it is going to
Yeah.
roll and see how it does. All right. What'd you get?
Did he beat an 8?
Okay, so
Yep.
roll 66.
Oh, he did.
I think he's just bad for me. I don't think he. I don't
She does
think
the
he
own
did.
damage to her own hand. Just breaks her own hand.
He's actually a high level.
20 points?
You.
Okay. So
But it was cool.
this
in theory, I don't know.
so this thing, you using your telekinesis powers, as you basically reach out with your mind, almost like a psionic bridge between you and this creature's head that's right in front of you. And with all your will, you're wrenching this thing's head from one direction, like all the way around, like the back. So you're like,
Yeah,
I'm gonna make
unscrewing
you
the
a
cap.
fucking owl.
Yeah, I'm
Boom.
unscrewing the cap.
And it goes, and it goes,
Punch him in the face.
and it turns around.
Right,
It
chop.
does not like that. It's
I
not happy.
would
Really?
imagine. I would like to punch.
Well, you already took your action. Now we have to roll initiative
I
between
had
you
a
and me.
surprise move?
Nope,
No, I
you-
know. I know. You're good then.
That was your surprise round.
That's cocked, but I might.
That's not how that works.
I know. I'm kidding.
How did you get?
Okay, that's an
Like-
8.
Okay,
You roll an 8 all night long.
I can't roll shit. All my dice are bad.
so
Get
How
better
did you get
dice.
yours?
I literally sell dice, and
How
I
does
don't
it
own
cock
any
up
of the
that?
dice. 'cause
so
it-
you get to
it
go
got
first
cocked on
because
the
I
die
am rolling
itself.
even shittier.
Oh, sweet! I punched him in the face.
Okay, roll an unarmed strike. So,
All right, how do I?
well,
Yeah.
let's see here.
1 point of
Your
damage.
My strength is a 0.
no, your unarmed strike is
Yeah,
a
plus whatever
plus
your
4
proficiency is.
Jesus
The plus 4?
Christ.
Yep,
Wait,
For
from
why?
What?
because
Is there proficiency for?
unarmed strike melee
I'll
attack.
take
Oh,
it.
wait.
I'm just
Does it go off of
confused.
dex as well? In
Yes.
5? Okay, yeah, that's why.
Well, no, not for her. If we have a
My
proficiency
dex is a
bonus of
plus
+4,
1.
everyone's proficient in arms.
Or our proficiency is 4
Oh,
right
it's
now?
proficiency. Yeah, it's
Okay.
a proficiency.
Take it.
So you're
4?
+4, and you do 1 whole point of damage if you
God,
hit.
damn, I thought we were still at 3.
21.
21. That
That's
definitely
fire.
hits. So you
Yeah,
do
but-
1 whole point of damage, and it goes. And kind of.
Yeah, question. While this is going on, do I hear this as I'm walking?
We're-
Oh, I was about to yell.
You're-
So
Percy's doing like the
She's
boxer
going-
instead,
She
like
went this way along the wall of the
Covering it
building.
with
Well, you
meat
guys went
punches.
around the corner this way.
Yeah.
and I'm gonna yell, "A little help here!"
Okay, so as you yell that,
Disposed.
Mm-hmm.
I now do need initiative from everyone.
Initiato.
I imagine
Yeah,
keeping
question.
mine.
Wow, that was
So-
terrible.
Yes, you had
Do you
8.
want to? Do you want to go rescue her? Or do you want to stay and protect? Because that's the only way it's gonna. Just in case they go after him in the loop.
Oh, Percy, she's silly.
Yeah, I think that should handle himself.
She's trying to fucking judo chop a demon right
Well,
now.
it almost worked. Okay.
I need to figure this out.
So everyone
little
rolling.
rusty.
What did you get?
19.
I haven't rolled yet. Don't
11.
ask me.
Okay, so 19 for Torbreck, 11 for Patch.
Ooh.
Okay.
Plus 6.
And now all we're
I
waiting
have a
for is
plus
Leon
30.
and Jonathan.
Yeah, just give me
Your
one.
dice are.
Yeah, I could roll. I don't want
I do not.
that.
It looks like my steed
Roll it.
shares the same initiative as me.
Yes.
Okay.
6.
Yeah, it wasn't much better than
So in that case,
doubled
Leon got a
take it,
25,
double it, and give it to the next person.
and
I guess
Jonathan
roll a
gets
24.
a 12. I will also have you know that Jonathan's on the back of the pack.
Okay.
You're just on your Pegasus at all
Just-
times.
Yeah. Why not?
Just walking
So-
inside the building so that's on that.
Well, we're not in
We're
buildings.
not in the building yet.
Like
You
it's a
and
party walking
Talia,
in, the
you and
horse walks
Talia
in
are
with us.
basically you have just opened the doors and like stepped into the entryway, and it's got double doors for this because it's a decent size building.
the
for
saloon
this
style
junction.
doors.
Yeah, well, no, they're
Joke.
regular doors, but they're double doors. And as they part, like I said, that smell kind of just, it's almost like it physically assaults
It's
you.
almost like
It's
it
that
punches
bad.
you in the face.
Yeah,
You're
pretty
trying
much.
to snap your neck with pieces.
But you all hear from back where you came, and that other side of the building, you hear Persephone's voice. Little help here, guys! And as you hear that,
Oh, jeez.
her shouting that out, there's that noise that was up on top of the roof increases, and you kind of hear it coming other places. Leon,
It's
you are
the angels
first.
just
as
descend on that
you,
one person.
that's what you encounter. You hear
Should happen.
these noises increase. You don't see anything yet. You just hear the noises increasing, getting louder, as if they're coming towards you.
The noises of the winds and stuff.
The noises. You don't know what the fuck. Or you haven't seen shit.
Probably.
Are these
That was a hearing
humanoid or
check.
no?
Yeah. I mean, they got 2 arms and 2 legs.
In the sense of being
assuming they're
qualified
demons
as a
'cause they go-
humanoid.
No.
They're the roots.
Little imps.
creatures. But
in
I,
fact, here, you give me a wisdom save.
A 5 on the die, so it doesn't matter.
Okay. So
Or
you
curse
take
the demon.
I can't do
1d6
shit, man.
1d6 points of psychic damage,
Bro.
which is no,
That's
I,
a 5?
no, I roll it.
Okay.
2.
This is an excellent opportunity to roll with any other
So you
dice.
take,
No.
you take 2 points of psychic damage, but you
So
do
sad.
recognize what this creature is.
And I-
You have seen them back at quote unquote home, if you will. This is some kind of, it's like a messenger demon, not demon, demon. The closest you can arrive at a type of name for it is, it's similar to a different type of fiend called a spined devil, but this is the demonic version. Devilish creature. It is similar, but this one has this just like necrotic energy about it, almost like an aura that is coming off of it, off of its wings and its spines more than anything. And you're confident that if you get hit with one of those spines or slapped with one of those wings, that it's going to cause rotting effect, damage, necrotic damage, basically.
Losing max HP.
Lighting dark, light,
Right now, again, we're outside, but everything is
Say a
is
little
darker
dreary.
than you would expect for midday. It's not dark, but it's darker than you would expect.
A medium degree of dark.
Yes. Think of it as like severely
Think of it
overcast.
as a dim lighting?
No, think of it as like severely overcast.
Fish are really.
So,
You fucking need it, man.
so
I need advantage.
there would be dim light because it's almost like it's extremely overcast.
But you fight
There
me in
is
the
some,
shadow
yes.
over here.
Especially because there are some things on fire and other things that are blocking what they're looking. So you get a brighter light, and you get this. You get a little bit of a shadow
I
here and
catch
there.
daylight.
So
I forgot how much
there
Persephone
there
gets
are
into
shadows that you
shit.
can you can utilize. If you need to. But it is
Persephone's
not your
mid-fight,
turn.
like,
This
wait,
is
wait,
just-
wait,
I'm aware, no,
demons.
you're good. I was like, hold on.
I gotta check
2
something.
inches to your left.
I reckon it's mine.
It is your turn. So you hear the sound. You don't see anything yet.
Do I also hear what Persephone shouted?
You
Yelled it
heard
pretty
her
loud,
shout. Yeah.
so
Okay, so yeah, I'm just gonna.
Okay.
All right, Cassiopeia, let's go. And just meow directly towards the sound.
So you whip your mount around in a circle real quick
Yep.
and head back around the corner, down the side of the
Oh my
building
God.
where you
He
see
is whipping
Persephone
me.
is literally like kind of like at the opposite corner of the building that you guys had gone around. So she's like at this one over here, and you were on this side.
Yeah.
She was like, so you can kind of see her back standing there, and she's like, yeah, a little help here,
I got my
guys.
fist up like this.
Yeah,
like
she
I
just punched a demon.
Yeah.
She's like, come on.
She's probably about 30.
Not a good-
It's a decent sized
not a
building,
good
but it's
puncher.
not you know,
She's 30 away from where I started.
from where you are,
Where I am.
which is right at the corner here, and she's at this corner.
Right, and how far I've already moved.
5 feet. You're literally like just
Okay,
turn
then
your ass around.
I'll move all the way 30 feet up towards the demon guy.
Yeah, you got plenty of movement on your. So you move and you actually come around Persephone to come around the corner, and now you see it, and once again, you see this funky creature. If you want to attempt to, to figure out more about it, you can do a religion check.
I'm not worried about that right now.
I don't care.
I'm just gonna look at the situation and quickly say to Persephone, looks like you found yourself in quite the predicament.
Usually do.
Well, glad to know that hasn't changed. Yeah, and swing my rapier at the little demon guy.
Okay,
Also,
go
it's
for
been
it.
like 10 minutes. I don't know about you thought changed in 10 minutes.
So because it is smaller than my mount, I have advantage.
Okay.
So it is either a 15
Oh
or
my god.
an
Everything I
18.
have.
Yeah, hits.
All right. I'm gonna deal. Nice.
Doing some slamming. I was like, that's okay.
Of 11 points of piercing damage. Okay. And I have a second attack.
Hold your horses.
Yeah, literally.
Roll.
So funny.
Roll.
11.
You have sorcery.
All right,
Sorcerers
forgot.
do that sometimes.
I forgot.
So
Would that have helped you
You-
out?
No.
come around the corner, and this thing
I
looks up
punched him
at
in
you,
the
and you
face.
see its wings pop out and its spine spike up, and you just go thump, and stab it right through the throat, and it just and it falls over. He's dead.
But you roughed them up for me quite well.
Credit.
Chaos.
Kill
Nothing's changed.
Kill steal. Okay.
If I recall, you always stole the kills from me.
You don't see any other enemies currently. I believe you still have movement with you, if you wish.
Can I wait?
Because what is
It
it,
was
60
one
foot?
demon,
Or-
it was a bit
On the ground at 60 feet.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you still have 25 feet left of physical ground movement.
Yeah. I'm gonna. I'd imagine the horse isn't gonna buckle over and die if it has an extra passenger for like seconds.
No.
So can I use my other action or my other attack or my my free object interaction to just grab Persephone and book it?
I thought you had Jonathan on the back.
I do, but
He wants a
Oh, so
third
you're
person.
putting 3 people on there.
yeah, for like I said, for a couple seconds, I don't
I
think
am
the horse is
tiny.
gonna die.
I mean, you could squeeze up there and it's not going to be comfortable.
The
and,
horse explodes as soon as the third
And
person
And
touches
it's
it.
not,
person.
and it's not really going to be able to lift off
It's
like if it
fine.
wants to
I
touch
No,
you.
I just want to bring her back.
Cuddle Jonathan and traumatize the kid.
Okay.
It's fine.
Yeah, you can do that.
All right, so I grab her. I move back
You s-
25 feet.
So you're essentially pretty much back where you were. You're near the other corner of the building.
Yeah.
Not quite as far, but close enough. Okay, so that's your turn.
That is my turn.
Gold is still kind of
The Vietnam flashbacks.
kind of dazed. He's not really paying that much attention.
Where am
Torbrek, you're up. You don't see anything.
Um,
You hear noises.
Squidward.
They seem to be getting closer, but you don't see anything.
I'll just hold to see in case something comes out. I'm not gonna
That
anything
message.
crazy.
Okay. All right. So let's see. So you're just kind of hanging tight.
Yeah, I'll hold to see if what's coming our way. Persephone came back with Leon. I feel like there's no need to rush in that direction.
So after you do that, you all hear the noises are getting much louder and much closer, and then around the corner of some other buildings, on some of their roofs and on the roof above you, you see more of those creatures that you guys saw, dealt with, appear, and they all are kind of heading towards you and the noises you make. And some of them, the one above you on the roof, some of them that are closer, by the time they're done moving, some of them seem to like use their wings to be kind of flying, kind of like you, hop to rooftop to rooftop. Yeah, some of them seem to be doing that.
Right.
Others are kind of, it's almost like they're gliding just above the ground as they move along. And then lands. The closest one to any of you guys at this point is about 15 feet away. And at a real quick glance, you're estimating gotta be like 8 of these dudes.
You
Around us.
rascal.
And you continue to hear more noise. The ones closest to you, they see all you guys. Catch you, Talia, and your mentor, kind of in the threshold of the door. You've kind of like stepped in just a little bit, but you're right there. Leon, you, Cassiopeia, your 2 riders are a very big-looking target.
Yeah.
And Torbrek, you are also kind of more there. So is Gold. So, but what we're going to do is see who gets attacked. You, Thalia, and the mentor have the least chance to get attacked.
Yeah, we're inside of a building.
Yeah, you're just kind of in the threshold, and the other guys are kind of blocking where you're at. You guys, biggest target.
Yep.
And then Torbrek and Gold.
Shit.
So what you're looking at is looks like about 2, 4, that's 6, plus 3 more, that's 9. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna roll a d10. And actually, you know what? No. I'm gonna roll a d12. Patch 1.
Oh, I thought you said
Dahlia,
I got picked immediately. It's
2,
like, whoa.
and your mentor 3. Leon, you, Persephone, Jonathan, and the horse. Okay, so you're 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then you're 11 and Gold's 12.
Bump, bump.
You're so screwed.
I
It's
got
gonna be
enough
me
HP.
anyway.
Okay, and the horse, being a horse, isn't the primary target, so it's actually only, it's the last number, it's 10.
I was like, it's
And then it's like, it
13.
basically, you get 2, Jonathan gets 2,
It's
Persephone
fine.
gets 2, and the horse
hit him.
gets
It's
1.
fine.
So,
Just hit him.
Okay,
They're shooting at us.
there,
I assume.
yep,
And you guys are like arrows.
we'll get there.
The spines.
Grab it, redirect.
All right, so all attacks hit Patch.
Ah, what the hell?
What are you targeting me for?
He wanted to be the tank, now he is the tank.
The floor tank.
Sounds like a skill issue.
I didn't want to be the tank. I just happened to be the tankiest.
I tried to tank. It didn't work out so well for me. I remembered I
Okay.
am a sorcerer.
Oh,
So
yeah.
now I know who's getting attacked here. Okay, so Leon, you have 1 fine flying your way. A 16.
Just does.
Okay,
Nice.
so that means you get the joy.
Infinite damage and you're instantly dead.
In my
No.
feet before I started the game.
How are you gonna walk?
Ooh.
You take 5 points of piercing damage and 6 points of necrotic damage as one of these spines slams into you.
How much did it do?
11 in total.
All right. So that's
No funky
1 to
side
you.
effects from necrotic.
Patch 1 actually flies towards you.
Oh, fucking it.
That's also a 16 to hit.
It misses.
Okay. So it just flies past you.
Alright.
Torbrek, you actually have 2 coming your way.
Cool.
Ooh, yeah. That's a 23 to hit.
I'll deflect missiles that
Okay. Roll your deflect missiles.
Select that missile, baby.
7.
How much damage do you deflect?
It says roll a d. Oh, it says roll a d10. My bad.
Yep.
Scratch. Roll the wrong dice.
How does that work if you do more than the
Then you
attack
take none.
and deflects it?
You take none.
Oh, okay.
You reduce the damage by however much you can reduce it,
I thought
and
there
you
was
can
a
possibly
reflective
reduce
thing
it to
with
none.
You can throw it back as well, but that's
If
a
you
key
reduce
point.
all the
Oh.
damage, you can spend a key point to throw it back.
Okay, it's the
Yeah, I was
key
like, I
point
thought it
part.
was a
21
throwback
points of
thing.
damage.
Oh yeah, you're easily
How
like
did you roll a 21 on a D10?
8,
Well,
8
it's
plus
plus your-
13.
yeah, it's plus
You get a very high
additional
modifier.
stuff.
Okay, I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 1d.
What's the modifier?
1d10 plus 13.
Yep.
Holy.
Okay. So you easily deflect that one. Do you want to spend a key point to try to throw it
Fuck
back?
yeah, what?
Okay, do it.
Yeah,
So roll your attack roll.
I forgot I cast Dimension
19?
Door inside the fucking
Okay.
shop to get
Yeah,
away from the
that's-
nipple
you
castles.
throw it right back at
Like,
this
why am I
fucker,
missing a level 4
and
spot?
it takes
Percy
the
would
damage
never get away
instead.
from the nip.
That guy was
Yep,
creepy.
right.
You're right.
Okay. So you reflect that one. That was the first one. The second one is only an 11 to hit.
Yeah, misses.
Okay. No. No.
The horse is gonna die.
All of them.
Jonathan also gets 2 spines going towards
Dude,
him.
do a fucking pin
16.
cushion immediately.
doesn't hit.
Okay, and yep, then that also doesn't hit. Okay, so your horse has one going its way.
I'm gonna make that target me.
Okay, so 16.
That hits.
You keep rolling that.
No one
same
touches
fucking
the
number.
pony.
touches the horse.
Alright, so ooh. Okay, so
Four.
that's
I
same
didn't say
thing.
that.
Same thing. 5 piercing and 6 necrotic.
Ooh.
Alright, and then the last one is actually going
Dead
to
fucking
gold.
bastard.
And
Gold dies.
that
Insight's not
hits.
even here. Let's go.
Oh yeah, I only had 1 hit point left.
Okay, so yeah, gold takes much. And that's their turn. Okay. And at the end of their turn, you
Action
see
surge.
4 more that basically had to use their action to move to get closer, further away. Show up. So now you're thinking there's like 12 of these things around.
Demon killing.
So there's like 12 of these. Okay, so there you go. That's what happens there. And now that brings us to Jonathan's turn.
All right. Jor Nathan is going to use
Jonathan?
his helpful coordinated strike feature on the closest, the one that you said was like 15 away,
Mm-hmm.
and he's gonna shoot his crossbow.
Okay.
12 hit.
That does not hit.
Well, that's his turn.
Okay.
Actually, he's gonna also dismount the horse. So I believe that's half his movement,
Okay, yep.
and he's gonna move to where Patches.
Okay.
Just Patch's meat shield.
He's just trying to pack him up.
So,
If anything, he's trying to be the meat shield.
so that is your turn, Patch. You're up.
You can do it, Patch.
I'm gonna continue bringing him inside.
Okay, so you
Or-
move. You move inside.
I think I heard you say her. Have we decided that the mentor is a boy or a girl?
It's a dude.
Okay.
Is
For some reason, I thought I
an
heard
older
you say.
human druid.
That's what I had planned in my head
Yep.
anyway, so that works.
He's an older human druid.
White man.
That's right. White man of the
Oh,
forest.
my dad.
Well, I
No.
mean, he's kind of green because he likes to get
Green
involved
Joe
in nature
Biden.
and some of the green plants.
We got it. We got it. He burns. He
Yeah,
burns.
rubs off on him.
He burns.
Yeah,
Does his own
a
shit.
little
He
bit.
burns.
A little bit.
It's a druid. Of course they do.
Yeah.
Apparently, you know.
But anyway, I continue bringing him inside.
Okay, so you move another 15 feet inside this door, and
Is there like a table or something
Yeah,
I can
the-
put him down
the
behind?
best thing, you actually
The
move.
front counter.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. Is as you move in, you see, just like you remember from childhood, little shelving units with different things on them and displays and stuff. And you move past all those to the main counter area, and that's just the easiest spot. And you lay him up on top of there.
No, not on top of the table,
Nope.
behind the table.
Okay, so you're gonna go. and
That
put
way,
him
if
behind
anything
the counter.
shoots in,
Okay, so you go and put him behind the counter. One of the things you also notice is as you move in, that smell is even stronger, and it looks like this place has been kind of ransacked. Like these shelves and things, some are broken, some are knocked over, stuff everywhere. You eventually get behind the counter, and when you get behind the counter and place him down, you notice on the ground spines sticking out of him, and flesh is just like away, and clearly he's dead.
Patch's like, oh,
He might be okay.
No. Patch lays down his mentor, and can I druid craft like a little pillow type of deal so his head's not on the.
Sure.
I'm gonna do that. Like the
Okay.
plants come up. I pull out a seed, and the plants come up and create a headrest for him, so he's not just laying on concrete.
Okay.
That's
well,
cool.
it's wooden floor.
Okay, well he's not laying just on flat
Yeah.
hardwood.
Also, from the Prophet JT23, all right, all you wonderful legends, I have to go, unfortunately, but I hope you all have a great day and a great adventure. Positive vibes y'all's way.
Take it easy,
Thank
brother.
you so
or
much,
sister.
Prophet JT23. We greatly appreciate
Daniel's
that.
mentor takes 40 points of damage.
Yes.
And insta kill. Ow!
And just for hanging out in chat, watching, and saying nice things. Guess
That's
what?
cool.
Congrats, you got a sub. Cool. So, all right. So
That's my turn.
moving on.
Actually,
Patches.
for bonus action, can I use another healing word on him?
Boner action. You got it.
Yeah, boy. I'm gonna cast another. Wow, 1 point short of minimum 6.
All right.
Is this 20?
That works. It gives him some more hit points. Again, some of his wounds and scratches and things he's got seem to close up. But again, the vein-like black and red kind of viney root-like things.
Just trying to
in
help
it
where I can.
Don't retreat any.
Patch hasn't used a lot of big healing spells lately. It only has healing word on. That's my turn.
Hey, Shorty 1K/Sprite Noob. Thanks for the GG.
Sprite noob. I know who that is.
You do? Who the hell is Sprite Noob?
I'm not gonna dox him.
Oh, okay.
Come on, do it, you coward!
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
to tell us the information of everyone you know.
Give it to us.
Give it to us now.
All right.
Oh yeah.
So that's your turn.
I can't read lips.
All right. So, Persephone, it is your turn.
Or I
You're
get
currently on
worse.
the back of the horse. Jonathan just kind of slipped off, so now you're sitting there, and Leon's like literally like a couple feet in front of you, but now there's like this space in between. You're like,
that many feet.
yeah, well, there has to be some
Like
because there was a
2 million
person in
feet?
between.
Yeah, and I was holding him, cuddling.
And he
I
like
said.
slipped off of the thing. So there's space.
Yeah,
in
there's
between.
another
Lord.
human in
Yeah,
front.
you're kind of literally sitting on
So,
like the
how-
Pegasus ass.
How many people went inside the building?
Patch and Thalia are the only two.
And the
Oh,
door.
okay.
Well,
I was
Jonathan
like, I
moved as
thought,
close as
yeah,
he
I was
could.
like, I thought people were
Oh,
trying to go
well,
inside.
yeah, but they
And
hadn't.
mentor too.
So he's like in the doorway
All right, yeah.
because they were just inside the doorway at this time,
Gotcha.
and so Jonathan's like at the doorway, and they're not. Patch and Thalia and the mentor that carrying those three are inside.
What did you decide
Nobody
the
else is.
mentor's name would be? Did you name him?
Mentor?
Mentor? Okay,
For now.
fair enough.
Frederick.
Frederick.
Clayton, LMAO. That's who that be.
I know. Like I said, I didn't want to dox him.
Yeah.
And all the bad guys are up on.
Not all of them. There's
Most of them are up
There's some on
roof.
roofs. There's what you guess now is there's about 12 of them that you can see when the others made it around corners. But there are, you would estimate by the roofs around the area, there's 3 roofs that are close enough by, including the one up above you. There were 2 up above on the roof that you're of the building that you're right next to, and they were kind of like leaning over the edge and shooting spikes down at you. On the other 2 roofs, there was 3 on one roof, 3 on another. Okay. And then the other 4 dudes actually came around on the ground after the effect. Well, actually, no. One of them was on the roof. There's one guy that's on the ground. But there's 12 dudes now.
I'm gonna attempt. I don't know if we want to call it persuasion or.
Okay.
Persuasion.
trying
What
to
is it
do?
you want to try to do?
Well, I want to get. So
Are you?
maybe I'm gonna turn to, I guess, the group of the assholes
Assholes. You got it.
and just give them kind of a death stare and say, "Don't you have better things to do?"
Intimidation,
And then
for sure.
Okay. Which ones in specifically? Which are like one of the ones groups of the roof? Or?
Whatever is closest one to me.
Well, the guy on the
Probably the
ground is about
ground.
15 feet away. The other ones that are on the ground are probably 25 feet away,
Alright,
but
the
they're all
dude on the ground seems great.
okay.
Yeah.
So you're trying to intimidate him? Okay, so
Sounded pretty
roll
intimidating.
intimidation.
That's a 16.
Okay, and let's see if they can be not.
I will it
If
to
they
happen,
can,
so
if
it
they're
shall
immune to
be.
intimidation, then it was a persuasion.
All right.
Persuade them to kill
The
themselves.
one on the
Please
ground,
don't attack.
the one on the ground in front of you, as you say that, give me an insight check.
Please.
That's a 3.
Oni-chan.
You have no idea what it's doing, but you know it's there, and it's not its turn, so you don't know how it reacts. That was intimidation, so that was an action
That's
to do
fine.
that.
I'm
Still
gonna-
bonus action and
yeah,
movement.
Yeah, I'm gonna get off the
Okay, so that's half your movement to
I'm
dismount.
gonna head towards whatever speed I have left. And
Okay,
I'm gonna bonus.
all right. You have what, 30 foot of movement?
Yeah, I should be.
Okay. Yeah, so yeah, you use 15 feet to get off. You end up
me, I
basically,
guess.
you're standing right next to
Still.
Jonathan, kind of right at the
That's
entryway
right.
of the door.
Yeah.
And then you said bonus action Shadow Blade?
Yeah.
Got it. So your Shadow Blade is ready to go. It's in there, your hand with you. Leon, you and your mount are approximately 15 feet from the door. This horse isn't good. But
Walks in.
Who
There it
said I
is.
was going in the door?
I'm just letting you know, in case that was a thought.
A hole in the building, this exact shape of the horse.
Yes.
Turn around,
Crashes
So you
Cinnamon.
have to paint a hole in the side of the building the
About
shape of
to
the
be a
horse.
badass and show you what being a true fighter is all about.
Oh, you're a bard.
No, he's a fighter.
I'm a fighter.
He's a magic fighter.
Magic fighter. I'm the better Eldritch Knight.
Sure you are.
Okay,
Bard. It's
So,
literally just a better fighter.
what you
in rogue.
doing there?
I wouldn't say
Not
it's
a
a better
rogue.
fighter.
I know.
Not a
They don't
rogue.
have
Or rogue.
take 1 point fighter.
No, big boy.
Oh, it's my turn?
Yeah.
Yes, sorry.
that's
my-
right.
No, it's the other Leon's
I
turn.
didn't hear that. I was
It's your
fucking
twin Leon.
Tweon.
You were talking yourself up with the fucking Scottish accent.
I
Well, I'm
know.
gonna fucking do it now. So I'm going to first use my bonus action to cast Branding Smite.
Okay.
This is every.
Well, fuck you too then. I thought you'd be on my side, Mr. Hansies. Mr. Monk. Alright, yeah, no, I cast Branding Smite as my bonus action. And I just shout, "Giddy up!" And I'm gonna fly towards one of the groups on the roofs.
Okay.
And I'm going to strike the closest one.
Okay.
That is going to be either an 11 to hit or a 19 to hit.
Okay, well, 18 hits.
I'm also going to expend the use of my Bardic Inspiration
Whoa.
and do Defensive Flourish. So in total, I will be doing 8 minimum on the first die, so 8 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
Plus 11 points of radiant damage.
Okay.
Then
We gave radiant.
Branding Smite.
Ah, that's cool.
Key points.
And then
She used 1.
3 more points of piercing
I originally
damage,
said 8.
which adds
It
to
went
my
up to
AC.
10.
Okay. That was enough.
Yeah. Like,
You
it
took
was
him
faded,
down in one
faded
shot,
out.
basically. So that one you basically you guys see Leon kind of goad his steed into leaping off the ground, flapping its wings, and basically taking off straight up into the air, across the street, on top of the roof,
If you were
And-
gonna do that, I would have stayed.
and
Why did you think that
and
I
he
was
stabs
free?
one of these things, and it just falls off the roof after a huge hole from the rapier goes basically right through the top of its where its shoulder and the wing meet and its arm meet, right through at an angle. Clearly, it like picked up all the vitals or something because this thing just boom, one shot and it falls off the roof.
I would also say that you see like some radiant light just kind of spreading slowly over.
Yeah.
All right, there's another one nearby, I'm assuming.
Probably.
Yeah, there are two others that are right there.
Looks at the closest one like. I'm going to attack that one.
Okay.
That is the most cocked die I have ever seen. So that's either going to be a 14 or. Yeah, I'm going to go with the 14.
All right, that hits.
We'll take it. Fuck yeah, max damage. 15 points of piercing damage.
Okay, nice.
That'll be my.
All right, it is your turn.
Effective class like change. Then he turned into a fighter, and now he's a paladin.
Gold
Bards do.
somewhat snaps out of what's going on a little bit and realizes, okay, there's a fight on, and he kind of looks around to see what's going on, and he moves over near the front where Persephone and Jonathan are, pulls out his bow, and fires off a couple shots. Pew! Pew! And it looks like he's picked on the, not the roof you're on, Leon, but one of the other roofs, and he makes contact with two arrows, one into each of the ones that he sees up there. There's another two, but he picks two of them and pop, pop, hits them, and they definitely look injured. And that is his turn. It is now Torbreck's turn.
How far would it take to get to those two that are in?
They are about 25 feet away. They're up on a roof. So, oh yeah, you can get up there. It's really not that difficult.
Yeah, I'll run up the side of the building and get Nick. Guys.
Okay.
Kill them. Fucking murder them. Invite them to tea.
I'm encouraging you.
18 on one and a 16 on the other.
Okay. Those hit.
Okay. Each. One takes 5 points of damage, the other one takes 4. And then action, Fury of Blows. Whichever one.
Okay. The first one looks a little bit more.
Yeah, that's a nat 1 plus 7, so that ain't gonna hit.
Nope, that misses. Last attack for me for
Happens to the
flurry.
best of us, especially
19 plus 7.
That hits.
That'll do the work.
actually go roll
Oh.
ones.
10 points of damage.
Okay.
Some work.
That one drops.
Yep, and I'm just gonna stay on that roof to figure out the other one so that
Okay.
Gold
There's
can focus
there's
on anything
two others total on the roof. The one that you hit that's still there, and then one other guy who's just a little further back. Okay. That is your turn, and that brings up your turn.
Oh no!
So now, the one that was 15 feet away on the ground is like right in front now. I mean, it's literally like 15 feet in front of that door. You guys are all, you and Jonathan, Gold are currently kind of gathered up at. And it makes a hissing noise at you. And it flies towards you guys, and we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so that's going to be Persephone this time. So
Clearly,
Persephone.
he didn't have better things to do.
No, he didn't. You just happened to be. I was just.
I was
thinking,
just like,
yeah,
you,
yeah,
Jonathan,
yeah, it's
so-
fine.
Hey guys,
Just
I
look
was
through
busy
that-
doing better things. Hi, I'm better today.
Yes.
It's me.
So- And this is the one that you attempted to
I
intimidate.
imagined.
So what happens
Throws up.
is
Stick at you.
it sees you. It kind of flares its wings out, and it does not attempt to move closer to you guys. It just whips around, and 2 spikes fly out of its back towards you.
I only look angrily while the spikes impale me.
Just stab you with both
And-
eyes. Mm.
The first one,
My
Not
AC is
is it-
11.
yeah, is a 21 to hit.
Yeah.
That's
The
a lot
second
higher
one-
than natural one.
Is a 15 to hit, so
Yeah,
both hit.
Okay.
You end up taking a total.
Yeah.
The first attack is 5 points of piercing and 3 points of necrotic.
Ouch.
Mm,
Immune to piercing and necrotic?
no,
Wow.
not to that. Hold on. I don't know where it would. I think I'm like resistant.
You might be. It's probably under features and traits if you are.
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah, no, you have resistance to fire damage.
Well,
Really.
I feel like that's something that let me be resistant, but that might have been a different game.
And you are welcome, the Prophet J23. You're probably already gone because you said you're going, so appreciate the thank you so much for the
And
sub we
my
gave you.
said
So.
3.
Yep.
Yep, and then the second
And the
attack.
second one was 4 points of piercing damage and 2 points of necrotic. And then
Doing great.
it leaps into the air and flies
Great.
up on top of the roof, out of sight. So it's like behind the two that are leaning over the roof you're on. So it's kind of out of sight. You can do another insight check on it.
Yo. No.
Yeah.
Seven.
Okay. So yeah.
No,
You're
it's
still
the
not-
correct
You're still not
answer.
sure.
7.
You're still not sure. Okay. So that was its turn. Now
Pretty
the
sure it didn't like me though.
yeah.
Solid guess.
Now
Worth a reasoning chance.
one that is up near you, Leon. There's 2 there. One of them, it actually jumps into the air right like next to you, so it's like just jumps and it flaps with its wings, and then it unleashes a bite at you as it attempts to snap at you for a 21 to hit,
Fuck, yeah, that hits.
Ouch.
and you take
Chomp.
a whopping
2 points of damage.
4 points of damage, slashing damage from the bite, and
Slashing.
Yeah, teeth slash. No.
the its
Dragons
little
keep it.
spear that it's got.
Yeah.
He attempts to stab it down at you, or from him trying to get that height advantage because he went for the high ground, and he misses. And then he flies up into the air
That an opportunity attack?
as
Leon,
he
are
is
you in here
able
right
to maneuver in such a way that
I think I'm like on a room.
you don't get to see.
Bastard. You know what? I'm
He
gonna
maneuvers in a
find-
way that he doesn't take a 5 foot away.
gonna find his relatives and I'm gonna feed them like really shitty stew
now?
Okay.
with shit in it.
Really shitty stew.
Yeah.
The
Shit
other
stew.
one attempts the same thing as it leaps in the air. It attempts to bite you with a natural 20.
Fuck me, man.
Done.
And
We're
the,
doing
and the
great.
spear is
Miss.
actually a 18 to hit.
Oh,
That,
I
that
found my
misses.
resistance.
That misses because of your added.
Found
Okay.
it.
But the natural 20
My
hits.
resistance.
So you take.
Wait. The bottom right
12
here.
points
Thank
of
you.
slashing damage from its bite.
Well, I'm at about half health now.
Now, I've been there.
That's
You
not
started
my
at half
problem.
health. That's
And then he zooms up, and now both these guys are in the air about 30 feet away from you. One's over here, here. So you're like in the middle, and they're both 30 feet away, and they're like making like hissing sound and like all sorts of noises
I got a thing.
at you. Clearly, they don't like you.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Okay. Now, Torbrek, on the roof that you're on,
Yep.
you have two next to you.
Okay.
Block parry dodge.
And they do the same damn thing as they leap into the air now that you're right next to them. Attempt to bite you and stick you with their spears. That is going to be a 19 to hit with the bite and a 19 to hit with the spear for the first guy.
Yep.
Okay. So that means that you are going to take 5 points of piercing damage from the or slashing damage from the bite, and 2 points of piercing damage from the spear.
Yep.
The second guy does the same thing. The bite's gonna miss, but the spear will hit.
If the bite misses, I would like to use my reaction for tipsy sway.
Okay.
So when it misses, I put a key point. I'm gonna attack it in reaction.
Yep. Mm-hmm. This is the second guy.
10 plus 7.
That'll hit.
Okay. Take 5 points of damage.
Okay. Nice.
Let's
As you
do
smack
fast.
it, but then it does manage to hit you with its spear for 5 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And it also leaps into the air next to you, so they're both and then they
Got a thing.
fly up, and they're about up in the air, about 30 feet above you. And again, one's kind of one side and one's the other, to make it a little more difficult for you to get to. That's them. Okay, that's those two guys. Okay, let's see. Got here.
They're like, how far you said they're like 10 feet away from me in the air? If I
They're about 30 feet away from you in the air.
a bunch of them.
Okay, now the 5 remaining
Give me a
guys.
turn.
You'll get a turn eventually.
I know.
The 5 remaining
I
guys.
chose to help out your master.
Okay.
The 5 guys and their burgers and fries.
They're burgers and fries. 2 of them are on the roof above, and they've got some targets right down below them. You, Jonathan, and Gold. And so we're going to do 1, 2.
Yeah,
Jonathan's 3,
it's
4,
fine,
and
just
Gold
hit
is 5,
me.
6. So
You're gonna miss.
Jonathan and Persephone are the targets.
Yeah.
Womp
As-
womp.
They use their spines.
To do fire damage?
No, they use their spines to fire at both of you. So
You did say fire.
they're each shooting 2 spines. So
Resistance.
going at Gold. Oh my god, that
Fire,
is the
fire,
worst.
fire. Rock.
A 1 and a 2 on the fucking dice.
Okay, now do that against Persephone.
Or sorry, that was at Jonathan.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay.
Persephone,
Gets
It's
max
more
damage.
than percent.
another 2, so that one misses. But
You
an
say
8,
that, my AC is an 11.
it's a 2.
I
on
don't
the
know
die.
what
It
he's got a
misses.
plus. I
It
assume
misses.
he's gonna hit
The other one's 18 on the dice.
Oh, yeah.
So that means you do take 3 points of piercing and 3 points of necrotic. And
Doing
then
fucking
those
great.
2 kind of duck behind cover on the roof because they ain't completely stupid. The remaining 3, these ones are on the ground. They rush up to you 3 right at the door. It looks like they're attempting to get at you and those inside. So once again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Jonathan, Stephanie, and Gold. Everyone gets 1 attack. So
He gets 1.
these 3
Teleport.
run up. Well, I should say everyone gets 1 guy.
Yeah, I guess everyone
Okay.
gets what.
So these 3 run up. The first one attempts to bite. We'll just do yours, Persephone, real quick. Just because we can get out of the way. So the first one does succeed on biting you and hitting you with the spear. So you are going to take from the bite,
40 points of damage.
you know,
I get the feeling you're not going to be standing for
a
very long.
whopping 2 points of piercing. And from the spear, 2 points of piercing. Or sorry, slashing for the bite.
I'm
but
not. It's fine. It's
2
damage
points of
anyway. It's
piercing
gonna
for
hit
the
me. You're
spear.
good.
4 total.
Unless it's fire damage, it's not gonna hit.
These little dudes have
Jonathan.
serrated teeth to it.
What's Jonathan's current AC?
17.
Okay, so those both miss.
Jonathan sweep.
Oh, you see.
Like a 19.
That actually hits.
So
And
I
that
don't
misses.
think I wanted to do was
So
irrelevant.
he's going to take.
What do you want to do, buddy?
Stay
If I
alive.
ever get a turn,
Okay.
then you might find out.
The gold is taking that much.
Your
All
turn
I
gets
wanted
So
to
you
do
all
was
you
live.
all got
Oh, I'm just
kind of
dead last in
swarmed
initiative by
as
15
these three
people.
that were about 25
25
that were about 25 feet away from you guys. Okay, basically jumped into the air, came straight at you. You know, right kind of along the ground, almost like just a foot or so above the ground, like swept at you as they flew at you, bit and stabbed at you, and then they go and veer away another about 15 feet away.
Oh, so
Wanna
all
do
those
this
guys
again?
that rushed the doorway.
No, they're just gonna
fucked
keep.
up.
They came in. They
All right, this is
basically
perfect.
flew just above the ground,
Oh, we're back in,
about
boys.
25 feet. Did their attacks and went
We've never been more back.
and and kind of swooped away another about 15 feet away. And it looks like they're like trying to do some kind of thing where they circle around and come
That's
at
it.
you and
Give Papa
almost
a
like
turn.
a whole bunch of swarm of bats. Like
Yeah, yeah,
So that is all of them. It is now Jonathan's.
All right.
And you, Jonathan, is right there.
Start my turn so
Currently,
I can
there are
say my one
3 of
spell
them
and-
that are 15 feet away.
All right. Which do any of them look injured?
None of those guys do. They haven't even been hit yet.
All right. Jonathan's going to coordinated strike, helpful, bullshit, yada yada.
Okay.
And shoot at one of them.
Okay.
Does a dirty 20 hit?
Oh yeah.
Right. So
No.
he is going to deal a total of 12 points of piercing damage.
Okay. Nice.
And then he is going to. Where exactly is Persephone?
Right, like right next to him.
He's gonna
turned
try
into
and
a
like
cushion.
stand in front of Persephone.
Okay.
And that's his turn.
Okay. And that since you did the helpful coordinated strike, that's advantage on
Yeah, on that next attack against.
Patch. It's your turn. You're inside.
So
You
you
are
are in front of me.
you are now about 15 feet
What a
into
hollow
the shop,
victory.
behind the counter. You put down your mentor.
The door
Ollie
is
there
open
with
though,
you.
since people are
The
coming in.
double doors are wide open. You see Jonathan, Persephone, and Gold all kind of standing in the doorway.
So in the like the area outside the building, I'm going to look at some spot in the road. I can't see the map, so you're just gonna have to
That's the end of the mind.
just center mass of this area. I'm going to look at it and use control winds downdraft.
Okay. Okay.
I concentrate and you cause a sustained blast of strong wind to blow downward from the top of the cube. It's a 100-foot. It says 300-foot / 100-foot.
Let me find it.
A 100-foot cube, so I guess it's like 100 feet in every
Is this
direction.
like 5th level? Or?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Okay. Here we go. Oh wow.
Ranged weapon attacks that pass through the cube or that are made against targets within it have disadvantage on their attack rolls. A creature must make a strength save if it flies into the cube for the first time on a turn or starts its turn they're flying. On a failed save, the creature is knocked prone.
Okay. What is your save DC? Like it's 16.
That sounds right. Yep, I see it.
Okay, good to know. So, any creature flying in that 100-foot cube. Okay. And,
Hold on a second.
Knocked to the ground. That's why I asked if you were there.
Ah, I see it.
But I wouldn't know that anyway, so that was kind of metagaming regardless.
Yeah.
Hatch just sees little douchebags flying around, swooping in and out.
Stab.
So yeah, a 100-foot cube.
And he's not used to you flying around on a
Freaking
horse yet, so he just,
Well,
Yeah.
in a panic, he's like,
Get the fuck down!
wind starts blowing heavily downward.
all right. So yep, that 100-foot cube. So you've got this large area that is downdrafting. Okay, so that's your move.
That is
Actually,
my
that's your
action.
action.
And I don't really got anything for a bonus action I want to do.
Okay.
So that's turn.
Okay, Persephone.
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 Don't imagine I can throw through that. I yell to you.
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
How is the?
I can't actually deactivate
How
it.
is the current
temporarily,
lighting? Is
but-
it considered dim?
Again, there's spots of
This-
shadow
this-
and dimness
Okay.
everywhere.
Well, I would like to move where I am in dim lighting so that I'm rolling regular, not at disadvantage. The advantage when I'm
When you are standing in dim light.
yes.
you can easily do, again, due to the overcast nature of what's going on, and that there's like, if you moved like 5 to 10 feet
I'm
to
gonna
your
do that.
left of the door because of the overhangs and stuff, yeah, there's some shadow and dim light.
What is
there.
happening? Not rolling with disadvantage.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw my shadow blade at,
At one of those boys.
assuming one of them hit me, that one. If not, just whatever one is there.
That was a great roll, right? What'd you get?
You forgot about your super
me see.
secret double
Let me
advantage.
see.
yeah.
Looks like a nat 20.
That right there is a 6.
9, because
Well, what's your bonus? What's
that's
your
what I'm
bonus?
trying to.
Oh,
Hold on. I'm looking at I'm looking at the wrong.
It's really hard to see.
Yeah, I'm
this
like that one is not
Is it?
actually, because there's no like.
It's
I
so
guess it's a
fucking hard
9.
to see that.
Yeah, there's
The
no
9 and the 6 are right next to
distinguisher.
each other, and
Where's your
there's
spell?
it's really hard
Well,
to see
it's not on the.
if where the little dot is that denotes which one's a 9 and which one's
Okay,
a
so
6.
this one's the 9, this
It
one's
says
the
the
6.
shadow.
Okay, so let me see.
So the top
You
one's a
go to one of
9,
your,
the one on the side is a 6.
And
one
that
of your
that is the
attack
one
spells.
that she rolled
Okay,
is a
so I just
6.
need-
So
Yeah.
yep. So the one you
So
rolled
it's
is a
just the plus up
6.
here.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Plus
plus
9.
9.
Holy shit.
Hey, you hit.
Okay, cool. Hit him.
You hit him.
Eh.
Yeah.
Much fucking better. 21 points of.
That's pretty
Okay.
good.
Yep. That one
That's really good.
does not look good.
Good.
This one had not been hit, and it when you it was Eldritch Blast.
No, I used my shadow blade.
Oh, the Shadow Blade. That's right.
Shadow blade.
So that Shadow Blade flies through the air and seems to defy the downdraft
Riding
and
the
go
wind.
it. And actually, what happened is
and
Persephone was smart enough. She
psychic
actually
damage.
threw it in an arc, and the wind actually made it go boom, and it came down kind of
Just
at an
knows
angle.
that's right, it's a downdraft.
Yeah, and it went and speared right into him, and he
That's
is
pretty hard
not
to
looking
deal.
good, but he's still there. Yeah, he is not looking good.
Cock them out.
Then I'm
Side
going
cock?
to
Okay.
bonus action the blade back into my hand, and
Yep.
then I'm gonna fucking run inside and hide behind a counter or something.
All right. Okay, so
Hide-
you're taking
Strike him and then
so
hide
you're
right
taking
next to the
cover in
person
there.
they're trying to
Perfect.
protect.
Right. Leon, you're up, and
Bro, I'm not doing
you are
great.
in the downdraft. So I need your horse to go ahead and make a.
I thought you weren't in the air.
Well,
Oh,
no,
well,
you're
good
on the
luck.
roof, aren't you?
Yeah, but
you're
I-
standing on the roof.
What about the guys above me?
We'll
Once
deal
their
with
turn
that.
starts, they're gonna
It's
get.
not their turn yet.
Well, I want to try and fly up towards them.
Okay, so you are going to have to make a strength check, strength saving throw for your horse
Come on, horse.
versus DC 16.
Hey, he makes it.
Okay.
Or she, but
It.
it. All right, so Leon's gonna have Cassiopeia fly up to the damaged-looking one,
Okay.
and he's going to make a basic rapier attack at it for either a 16.
Okay. Well, both of them look damaged. It's just one looks worse.
All right, does a
Actually,
16
no. Sorry. Yeah, one of them looks damaged.
Does a 16 hit?
Yes.
All right, so that's going to be a total of 15 points of piercing damage.
All right. That one, you stab it, and once again, you strike true. And as you pull your rapier out, it has no movement in it, and that downdraft just slams it straight down into the roof that you were just on.
Yeah.
And it's just like, it's like added insult to injury. It's like,
Yamcha
I
created.
killed you, and oh, by the way, your body's going to take, some bludgeoning damage from the wind slamming you into the
Oh,
roof.
your bones break!
Yeah.
He then flies over to the other one,
Okay.
casts Branding Smite,
Okay.
and attacks with a nat 20.
Oh, shit.
I was
I have a
already
feeling
going.
this guy's going to go.
Yeah, I was already going to spend a bardic inspiration, but now I get to double that. So that's going to be a total of 8. 15, 4, so that's 24 in total, except for the Bardic Inspiration, which I need to roll. That's actually 39 in total.
Yeah, he's again. You guys on the ground, like Jonathan, you turned around and went in. Jonathan and Gold see you, and you're up on a rooftop too, Torbrek. You see Leon, leap into the air and just kind of lean off the side of his Pegasus, stab one, and at the same movement, like he's, guiding the reins of this of his mount, stabs one, pulls on the reins, and his mount seems to like kind of just arc through this downdraft back over towards this other one, and Leon comes across and just goes shaboom and stabs the other one right through the eyeball into its head, and it's like sitting there kind of like on the end of his rapier for a second, just like, and then it slides off and the downdraft shaboom slams it into the roof.
And because of what I rolled on the Bardic Inspiration, my AC is 22 until the start of my.
Okay.
So I'm gonna hope to God.
How much movement do you?
Probably still a good bit, because I have 90 in total. When I'm
Probably
flying.
get out of the air.
Yeah, I was gonna fly over towards the ones that are being assholes near the front door.
Okay, now, before you do that, first off, Evolato says, I blew him to the ground! So, awesome.
Nice.
Also, while you are up in the air, up above the rooftop, need a perception.
It's an 18.
As you're flying through, you're attacking these things and you're looking for your next target. Your vision kind of sweeps across, looking at the destruction that is Shropton. And you notice off in the distance, outside of the edge of town, you're seeing some of the forest. Some of it's pretty thick, but there's also some hills and stuff, and you see what looks like kind of a clearing up on a hill. And a glint of light catches your eye. It looks a little bit like, kind of almost like a reddish purple glint of light for just a second, as you kind of sweeping through the air, arcing your way back down to the ground to go over towards those other ones that are there right now. There are 3 of them, and they're 15 feet away from those that are at the door, and they're not right grouped up next to each other, but you can get close to like.
Right.
That's what you see, and that's what you said you do. So.
Yep.
Gold attempts to kind of hold ground to make sure Jonathan is kind of kept safe. Gold's taken a few hits here and there, but he's holding on. He goes ahead and launches a couple arrows again, both of which will hit. And so 2 of the guys that are in the air near the ground. Yeah, one of them he kill steals from Persephone because that one only had 1 hit. And the other one he does some damage to, and it's looking pretty hurt. Okay, and that is his turn.
I rolled my damage. Steven only got 1.
It is now Torbrek's turn. You still have some guys on the rooftop next to you. 2 of you.
I'll just use my ranged attack them.
Remember, they're 30 feet in the air. They're like up here.
My idea was to jump in the air to attack while I was in the air, but I don't know how long that's gonna work. So I'll just use my dart.
Hey, so it's at disadvantage because of the downdraft. Because you are in it. It is a huge space.
Is it really?
Oh yeah. It's a 100-foot fucking cube.
Fuck that. Attacking them. Can I get some on the way down if I were to jump off the roof towards? I don't know because I'm the
You can still
downdraft.
attack. It's just disadvantage.
Yes, but
You're
I
just
have
gonna jump
nothing to
harder
reach them
off the
with.
roof.
The ones that
Updraft actually says you get a bonus to jump. Downdraft does not say you get a negative to it.
You're
So
going to drop.
actually he's a monk, he can slow fall and just
I'm just saying.
Fine.
Can I try to jump and take two of the things with me down?
well, here's what you could do distance wise. And what you see was the guys that are up near you, they are literally 30 feet above in the air.
Yeah.
The ones that are on the ground, so to speak, they're on the ground. They're flying near the ground, and one is way over here, one is right here, and then one is way over here, kind of thing. And Leon went and is up near one of them, and then he's not near the other two. You could technically jump down to the ground from the roof you're on and get to one of them as you're jumping. Okay? Or you could, run over because these guys are not like off the ground very far. You've got enough movement and where you are, you could hop down to get and go after one, and then if you wanted to, you could literally use more movement to go to the other.
I'll just go down and take the one. I'll attack the one with my foot. Get
Okay.
off the roof. I'll go for the one.
Don't you
that I
carry a
can reach.
boom?
No, I have throwing darts, but the darts are going to be a disadvantage if I try throwing it up because of your frickin'.
I thought that was like the whole thing you built your character on was throwing a boomerang.
Yeah, but I got a better one.
Okay.
Okay.
I am going to bring it back, but I have to wait until we get to next level. My brain is not working. 16 to hit
That hits.
and a 17 hits.
Yep, both of those will hit.
5 and 4. No, 5 and 5. So 10 points of damage.
Okay, and you're doing that to one guy or
Yeah, the one guy.
Okay, that guy had 10 points of health left, so he's gone.
And then
Oh,
I
you're gonna be
will
dead,
bonus
but-
action patient defense.
Okay? That is your turn. Okay? That guy is dead. This guy is where he's at. He is on top of the roof. He comes to the edge, looks down, and
He
at
trips and
disadvantage.
falls and faceplant.
At disadvantage is going to fire. Jonathan is 1-2, gold 3-4. Actually, sorry, there's more of you there. Jonathan is 1-2, gold is 3-4, Torbrek is 5-6, and Leon is 8. This guy is after Leon. At disadvantage because of the downdraft. Oh man, it's a good thing for you it was disadvantage because that was a nat 20 and then a not a nat 20. His second spike, that's going to hit you there, 14. So both those spikes miss
You
from
did
him.
something.
It did. I thought it was cool that you did it
Okay.
anyway.
Thank you.
Mhm.
I thought it
These-
was cool.
These two that were in the air by up like
I
30
still
feet
hit
above
Storm.
Torbrek, these guys got to make that strength check. So it's a strength save for them,
Strength
and
save
it's
of
16. Nat 20? And nope. So
Nat 20 and no
Nope.
20.
At 20
No.
and insta-kill.
So that is going to.
A high
Here's
one
your- so he's knocked prone. So he literally goes 30 feet, slammed into the roof. He's going to take fall damage from that.
Perfect. Just
So,
a,
ooh, ouch, that was pretty good. So let's see, where's his? So he has got. Ooh, if that had been the first. Okay.
You would have killed one.
So this guy is now knocked prone. He's hurting. He doesn't like it. The other guy made it fine. Okay. There are 2 more on the roof above you in this same building. They lean over, and once again, we're going to see who they attack. Looks like it's going to be Torbrek and Leon.
Okay.
It's at disadvantage.
Yep.
As they are just leaning over and shooting spikes. So That's a miss to Torbrek. The second spike, it's another miss. To Leon, that's a miss. And the second spike, we did another net 20. Thanks to you and your downdraft on the range.
Oh.
So, man, yeah, you
Nat 20
fucked them up
machine
pretty
gun
good with doing that.
No, that's real helping because even
I'm
with an
so
A,
glad it did more than just inconvenience my team.
Oh, no.
even with an AC of 22, I can't fucking stop a nat 20.
Yeah.
Okay, and there is a last guy who is still on the ground in the 15-foot range away from the guys in the front, but he's got to try to make the strength check, which he fails. So he gets knocked prone, but he doesn't take any damage because he's like 5 feet above the
I
ground.
knew it was gonna happen. I was like,
But
just
he's
wait
prone.
for it.
He's on
Jumps
the ground.
off the ground. He's like, eat.
Yeah, he's like, ha ha. So he's on the ground. That's
fuck.
all of them. It is Jonathan's turn. There's one 15 feet away. There's 3 on the roof above you guys, but they're basically like peek over, shoot, and stop back. And then there is
Wusses.
2 others. One is still flying above another rooftop, about 30 feet above the rooftop. And the other one, you can't actually see it because he got slammed onto the roof.
All right. Jonathan is going to shoot at the one 15 feet away.
You got it.
Helpful coordinator strike, yada yada. I know it's at disadvantage. as
Yep,
well.
yep.
14. Does 14 hit?
14 hits.
Fuck yeah.
Nice.
So that is going to be 13.
That one, which was, well, he already had disadvantage, so I didn't. But he was prone. So you would have had disadvantage anyway because he was prone. But that one,
Straight in the
he
ditch.
goes, boom, slam to the ground. He's like, and then all of a sudden, as Jonathan shoots it right now. And then it just stops moving.
Wonderful.
So that guy's done. Patch. You're still concentrating on your spell, right?
Yes.
Okay. So now you have movement, bonus action, and action. What do you do?
Are there any in the doorway still? At all?
You
without the
can't
battle
see
map, I
any of
don't
you
know.
can't see any of them from where you're at. The only way you could see any is if you went out to the doorway. You could see the one that's flying above the rooftop. That's just like across the road here, and it's 30 feet above the rooftop, and it's a good 25 feet away. So we'll just call it 55 feet distance. So if you move to the front to the doorway, you can see one. It's 55.
I'm
feet
not
away.
going to move away. So if anything comes in the doorway, I'd like to ready an action to use a thorn whip.
Okay. Other than that, you're not doing anything else.
No.
Okay.
Pass.
So, Persephone. Same thing? Okay.
So,
You guys are doing fine out there.
Okay, Leon.
All right.
Let the
You're
Killer
now,
skill thing.
you and Cassiopeia are on the ground, right?
I was still flying.
You were still flying, so you just kind of swoop down. You're still kind of hovering above the ground?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do I need another strength saving throw?
I believe you need
Every time,
every
yeah.
fucking round, so
All
yeah.
right. If that is a
16 is the DC.
must be in that 20. It was not, but it was a 16 on the die. So
There you
I
go,
was
you're good.
watching for the
You're good.
20.
So your boy's gonna fly up to the ones on the roof.
Okay.
Proc another branding smite.
Okay. So there are 3 of them standing up there. One of them looks like he's been a little bit injured, but the other 2 haven't been hit at all.
All right, I'm gonna hit the one that hasn't been hit.
Okay. Well, there's 2 up there.
Say
One
again.
of them.
I said you haven't
No,
played an
thanks.
instrument once. She said he really is a paladin.
What do you want from me?
Hey,
Music.
hey.
Okay.
I always knew there was a paladin in you somewhere.
The thing is, I can't even multi-class paladin because of my abysmal strength. All right, no, I'm gonna attack one that's uninjured.
This is the new way of making a paladin.
Man
folks.
just made a dex paladin.
Damn, that's good.
All right, 27 hit.
That hits.
All right, that's going to be. Let me make it. 20 points in total,
Damn. He didn't like that.
and my AC becomes 23.
Okay.
And then second attack comes in to try and finish him off.
Okay.
That is going to be a 23 or a nat 20. I'll take the nat 20.
Yeah.
Take the 23.
Yeah.
That'll be 11.
Yeah. You don't even have to roll. He has
Yeah, but
two
I
hit
want
points.
to. It's 18.
Yeah,
Don't
he
take
has-
this from
He
me.
has 2 hit points. You automatically kill him at that.
Yeah.
So he's done. Okay. Is that it for your turn?
I'm gonna move up to the next closest one.
Okay. Yeah, it's easily enough.
And they're all like on top of the roof, but not flying, right?
Right.
So then, yeah, I'm grounded
Standing
on
on
the
the
roof.
roof. Gold has 1 target he can see. He's gonna go, even though he's at disadvantage, he's gonna shoot at that one. Holy shit. Nat 20 and a 19 for the
Fuck
first
yeah.
shot, so he definitely hits. And his second shot, no, that's good. So his first shot, he does good, and he actually takes that one down. That one didn't have any hit points left. All right, there are 1, 2, 3 of these things left, and it is Torbreck's turn.
I'll go for the ones on the roof.
So you're gonna run up on.
Yeah, I'll run
okay.
onto the roof.
You go up there. You can easily do that, and there are 2 up there. One of them doesn't look injured at all. The other one does.
I'll go for the injured
Okay.
one. Get him. Okay. 12 plus 7 hits
Yep.
and a 4 plus 7 hit.
4 plus 7. Nope.
It'll take 5 points of damage.
Okay, so that one, you punch it, and it is the most interesting thing that you guys see out the door as you hear the commotion. You can hear, I mean, the wind's blowing hard, so it's making a lot of noise, but you can hear all the stuff happening on the roof, and you hear. And,
I don't know, we were at a Western show.
and then all of a sudden what you see is what looks like something just go and slam down on the ground in front, because you punched him so hard you knocked him off the roof, and the downdraft just slammed him into the ground.
Nice.
We'll go for the one that's not been touched.
Yep.
Bonus actions. Oh, an 18 and a 14.
Yep, both hit.
A 6 and then a 5.
So 11 total.
Yep.
All right, yeah, you messed him up pretty good too, and that is your turn. Okay, there is one guy on top of a roof across the street that got slammed into the roof.
Yep.
He's not looking great, but he's still up. And then there's one guy on the roof next to you guys who's not looking too great either. But they still get burns. So the one guy stands
Those
up.
dicks.
The one guy stands up on the roof across the street, walks over towards the edge of the roof, and he's like, puts his hand out, like wind blowing down. He's like,
Does the little.
Yeah.
Well, it's like
does not attempt to flap his wings. Exactly, and runs along the rooftop away from you guys, trying to find where the edge of this fucking wind shit is. Uses his action to also, to dash, to also move, and eventually he kind of gets to the edge of where this is, and that's like the end of his.
Alright.
But he's like on the edge of the roof at the other end,
Yeah.
and at the edge of the wind. Okay, so that's all he does. The other guy,
Better things to do.
he's right the fuck next to you guys,
Okay.
and he's
Long enough.
he's
One of
looking
them
at you.
got
He does not look too
intimidated.
good.
They didn't
So-
look good before.
We're gonna see what happens as he attempts to leap into the air, strength save, and he fails. He gets slammed right back down. He is prone on the roof.
I just look at Leon
So-
on his horse and I'm
This is
just like,
just sad.
you'd think that they would learn.
So he uses the rest of his movement to stand up. So now he's standing up. All right.
I don't really have a choice.
Now
Either
he
that
still
or
he still
die.
has an action, but he couldn't get away. So now he is just simply going to attack, and it's going after you, Torbrek. So he's going to attack. He tries to bite you. That is a 14. I don't think that hits.
Misses, but I will use Tipsy Sway
Okay, go
to
for it.
just see if I can just finish him off. Because this is
And does a 15 hit you?
nope.
So he misses with both.
This
So
is just
you're going to
sad.
tipsy sway him.
Tipsy Sway allows you to attack?
Yeah, if you get missed,
If they miss,
Damn.
you get to use a
I thought
key
that was
point.
just a
No.
escape.
No, it's a reaction.
it's awesome.
That is
I love drunken monks.
13 plus 7.
That definitely hits.
I don't think this is going to be enough to kill him. Yeah, no, 4 points of damage.
Well, it still hurts him.
You just
He
slap
doesn't
him.
like it.
Stop it! Get some help.
Yeah.
Hey,
Okay.
knock that up.
That's their turn. It's now Jonathan's turn. Jonathan has no visible target.
Jonathan's going to run out. How far away is the one that's not on top of the roof?
No, they're both on top of roofs.
No, but the one that's not on top of the roof that we're under.
They're both. There's only two left.
Yeah.
One's on top of a roof on a different roof.
That's what I'm saying.
One's on top of a roof on your roof.
Yeah.
He's looking for the farther one.
Farther
Okay,
one
so
away.
you're saying not on top of your roof.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. He's like a good 40 feet away
Okay.
from where he was, which was 25. He's like 65 feet away and on top of roof. Unless Jonathan gets up on a roof, you cannot see him. You guys can see him because you're on a roof. You're at the same kind of plane, but Jonathan would have to like literally climb up on a roof, or he'd probably have to
Become a
move like
giraffe.
80 feet to get around the building, the other building, the other side, and look up and see the guy just on the edge of the roof.
It was so simple.
I like the sound of climbing the roof.
Okay.
He's gonna.
So he's gonna have to go about 25 feet to get to the building.
Yeah, and he's gonna bonus action dash.
Okay. Climbing is half movement.
All right.
So, what's his normal movement?
30 in total.
Okay. So he can overall move 60 feet, but he's gonna have to move 15 of that.
Yep.
Up, or basically, he's gonna have to use 30 feet total to get up the building because it's 50. It's essentially 15 feet he's gonna need to get up onto.
Yeah.
But climbing is half.
Right.
So he's got like when he gets up on top of the roof, he's got like a total of 5 left because it's 25 to get over there.
So how far away is the dude now?
Now he's about 35 feet.
Okay, that's within range. So Jonathan, crossbow.
Okay.
He's of course at disadvantage.
He is. Yep, he is still in the 100-foot wind.
Yeah, does a 13 hit?
Yes.
Oh,
Hey!
okay. We'll take it. That's going to be 9 points of piercing damage.
Okay, he did not like that. He
These
is
dumb
looking
little
rough.
shrimps forgot to put on their dodging shit.
That guy is looking rough. Okay, that's your turn. Patch, your turn. You doing anything different?
All right,
Just standing
so
there looking at us.
how many squelching sounds have I heard from dying imps outside?
I mean, it's in the middle of combat. You know, there's this roaring wind, and I mean, it's chaos. It's hard to know.
Say like about.
All right, are there any within view of me at the doorway? All right, I'm just gonna stay put then.
Okay.
Ready the attack action with a. If someone comes into the doorway, I'm gonna thorn whip them.
Okay.
Heck.
Persephone, are you doing the same kind of thing?
No.
No. Okay.
I'm gonna go up to the dying guy and see if I can do anything to.
Okay. From you,
Thank you.
Magic.
Let's make it. This is how I help.
Wait, no.
He's a man of the cloth.
No, Patch, I'm into this.
Man of the cloth is a man of the cock.
An Arcana check at advantage because of your research.
Okay, I rolled a 1 and then I rolled a 20.
Okay, so
Damn.
you got a total of
21.
21. Okay.
21?
So thanks to
21?
the
21?
research you've been doing,
No, boy, you dumb.
you finally take some time, you kind of investigate. You're not really doing like medicine. You don't know about it. But you've been trying your best to research about the fruit. You've also been trying to delve through your memory. Stuff stuff that's coming back to you. It just kind of clicked. You're like, okay, wait a minute. Yes, no, I knew there was a way to reverse this. He's not too far gone yet. This is not gonna be fun.
That's not my problem.
Mm-hmm.
Slices his chest open, reaches in for the heart.
No.
Put it back.
Aztec
I was
ritual
gonna
just
to shine it.
for the sun.
Take a big old bite out of it.
The
I bit out the infected part.
Pat, I know you're kind of looking at the door, but you're also paying attention. Go
Yeah,
ahead and
I'm
give me a
watching him in the doorway
Give me
so
a
I can-
perception check based on sight.
Boy, that's awful. That one was even more awful. So 6 plus 8, so 14.
Okay.
Oh, because your
Based on
carrot
sight.
goggle eyes or whatever.
Yeah, my magic goggles that block the
So
wind
I-
and help me see.
I need from you a are you trying to do this just in the open, or trying to something that you know is probably
I'm
not gonna
just
be nice?
gonna do it. It's
Just gonna do it.
fine.
You see,
Do it, just do it.
Persephone pulls out her shadow blade.
Hatch already doesn't trust you. Just
To
keep
be
that.
fair, Shadowblade was out to begin with.
Yeah, I know,
so
but I mean, like-
nothing
Oh wait,
new.
he saw you helping earlier
Yeah.
though.
Yeah,
So
but she pulls out her shadow blade, and she begins to cut down the center of your sternum, a line
do you
from
say
here-
anything before you do this?
from here down to his belly button.
Like trust
no,
me or
I don't think I'm gonna. I'm just gonna start
you're a
doing.
monster.
If you're gonna ask, I'll say it. But I think I don't. I think I just do.
Patch is gonna probably
That's
So you notice
Forgiveness,
tackle
not
the
for
shit out of
yeah,
permission.
you notice this, but it's not your turn, so you can't react to it.
Patch watches
You
in
bitch.
horror as he waits 45 minutes for his turn to come back around.
So you're cutting down and basically opening up an incision through this man's sternum, and he's not unconscious, but he's not entirely conscious either. So he kind of moans out in pain as you're cutting through, and this dwarf girl who's standing next to you, her eyes are like wide, like, and she seems completely freaked out, and she tries to reach out to stop you. She's like, what
Yeah, I
are you
was gonna
doing?
say.
And you're just gonna that's it. She's grabbing your arm because
All
you're
right. Do you want me to save him or not?
give me a persuasion check. What exactly do you say?
Do you want me to
besides
save him or
Okay.
not? That's all
that?
I'm
Roll
saying.
persuasion.
That's a 10.
Plus
And nothing.
10 plus 10. That's a 20, sir.
It's not on my list.
Yes, you have persuasion on your sheet.
I'm literally looking. It's not here.
Yeah, it is. It's
Oh
plus
my
eight.
god, it's two-sided.
Yes.
Plus 8. That's an 18. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I was gonna be like, that was your whole build when we first started this game.
This
I
gorilla.
literally, I looked at the left side. I didn't even notice there were skills on the right side.
Yes, there are. So,
Reading is hard.
Yeah.
I used the paper. I used the paper.
alright. So,
Oh my god.
Some of the things that you fucked
so
up.
Reading is hard.
she removes her hand, but she's still
Oh my god.
she's still a little bit unnerved by seeing a tiefling
Fair enough.
carving through this guy's chest
Yeah, that's
with
so
a
freaking
shadow psychic blade thing,
Oh.
and she's weirded out. You use your the 6 seconds of your turn to cut through and prevent her from stopping you, and then you begin to open up, and you see right underneath his the center bone.
Yeah.
As you kind of split that, you have to crack that open. You know it has to be cracked open, but that's the end of it.
Oh,
I cast Shatter!
God, you want to murder this man?
Sides just get
Okay?
Doctor Simulator.
All right, Leon,
fucking operation
up.
over here.
there is one right next to you.
And there's the one all the way
And then there's one that's like from you
It's
guys
making
like
an escape.
65 plus feet away.
So Leon just kind of looks down at this one little dude with just this expression, and just fucking.
Adventures.
18.
That hits.
Okay, little bro is dead. I'm going to assume because 13 points. No, 14 points of damage.
Yeah, he's fucked.
All right, and then I'm going to attempt to fly over to the other one.
Okay, need that strength check. The wind's still going.
On, baby.
Insta kill.
17.
Okay.
Can you imagine?
You're, yep, you just leap off the roof and Cassiopeia, it's like this doesn't even bother them. It's like, I can handle this shit. Okay, big ass wings go.
Wind currents do not affect me. You, the fleeing one.
And what's your movement speed?
90.
Yeah, you easily make it over there.
Die.
12.
For the attack roll?
Yeah.
That misses.
Well, I'm right next to him now, so.
You
13. That's the AC, guys.
Yep. 13.
Gold has no view of what's going on there. Jonathan's already taken off, so he kind of backs in more into the building, but has his bow ready and he's keeping his eyes out. That's what he's doing. He's basically readying an action. Torbrek.
Getting off the roof, and I'm gonna walk inside where I saw them.
And then you see that happening.
Well, I see them too, but before I go in, I'm just gonna be like, it's me. I'm not trying to cause any. I'm just coming in for protection, and I walk inside as I see Patch just like in a state of shock. He's like looking at the
Patch
door,
in
looking at
the-
his
with
mentor,
the
looking at
He's
his
door.
holding the concentration, like, what are you doing?
Now, this motherfucker is at that far edge of this wind that is like
We're
encompassing
still
a
not
large
dead.
area.
Yeah, I missed him.
Oh.
Yep.
I
And
would have killed him.
he kind of snarls at you, leaps into the air, and moves away. Do not get a shot.
And I really
Is
wanted
Jonathan
him
gonna
to be like, haha, and
And
dive right back
so
in.
he ends up moving away from you 80 whole feet.
That motherfucker ain't getting away.
I'm coming
I
for
know,
your
but
ass.
I'm just, that's what he does. It's
I mean, yeah,
Jonathan.
he doesn't know that. He's like, I'm gonna escape.
Yep.
Shit.
It's Jonathan's turn.
All right, Jonathan's gonna try to get outside the wind.
Okay, he could get to the edge
Accidentally cast
where that other guy was,
Yeah.
which puts him right just outside of the wind. So
And
he's
then-
there. However, let's see, this guy is 80 feet from that spot.
Yep.
So
You know what?
if he's got range, he can still do something. But
That is just within the short range of a light crossbow.
there you go. So
Shit,
he
wait,
can
what?
attempt
You
to get
cast
him.
it again.
19.
That'll hit.
Da-da-da-da. 10 points of piercing damage.
And both you and Jonathan watch as and the cartoon peril is no more as you have finished off the last of them as far as you could tell. So now we are out of initiative. Before we continue on with the surgery, we are going to take our short break. It's going to be about 10-minute break, real quick, and then we'll come back and finish out the action. So we will be back shortly. Like I said, just about 10 minutes. Yep, and we will see you in 10 minutes. While we're gone, if you want to have an impact on the stream, don't forget you can super chat
Make her mess
or
up your surgery.
share Twitch bits in order to have an
It's a
effect
possibility.
on
How my
what's
dice have
happening in the
been
game. So we will see you guys in just about 10 minutes.
See ya.
See you in a bit.
Bye bye.
There
I'm
we
playing
go.
right now.
All right, and we're back. Sorry that
Hello.
it was taking a while for the transition to work right. We are back. So,
Oriole.
yes, no, where we left off. You had just finished killing off all of these creatures, at least as far as you know and what you.
But wait, there's more.
You're out of initiative, but currently there's still a very, very large downdraft outside, taking up a large amount of space. Torbrek, you have just walked in,
To a horror site.
and
Jesus.
Torbrek, Patch, Jonathan, and Gold, as well as Talia. I see Persephone.
Jonathan's up on the roof with me.
Oh, that's right. Jonathan's way out there. So, not Jonathan, but the rest of you all see Persephone with her shadow blade cutting into Patch's mentor. And we're out of initiative.
Patch freaks out. Says, "What are you doing?"
Saving him.
By cutting them open, you psychopath!
Modern medicine, baby.
Patch is just dumbfounded that you're sitting there
All right.
cutting his mentor open right now.
I'm gonna be honest though. I look to
Talia.
use it work.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I want to insight
I
her, by the
know
way.
this is going to sound crazy. Need you to break that. And I point exactly where she needs
To the sternum.
to break. Yeah.
Okay. When you say that, now you can roll your insight based on what you
Yeah.
just did.
Rolling
Before that,
anything?
when she said, "I'm trying to help him," that's what I'm inciting.
Okay, so you roll a d20
17.
and add 8.
That's a 9.
One time you roll well.
I rolled an 11.
Okay, so
It's the
Massive
highest
plus.
I've rolled all day, man.
Let me have this.
okay, so
It's actually
you
better
are
this way.
100% convinced that whatever she's doing, she seems to know what she's doing.
Patch said, "All right.
All right, so
But if you do anything, so help me, gosh."
so
He's gonna die if I
Tal-
don't do anything.
Talia's like, she goes into her pouch on the side of her hip, and she starts digging through, looking for any of her tools that she, and she's like,
What did
pulls
I
out
hear that needed to break?
I
The
said you need to break
sternum.
that, and I pointed.
to the sternum. Basically, you got the rib cage, and then you got the bone in between that holds the ribs together. She's like, basically saying, this needs to be broken.
Here, it should be me, and I'm going to do it.
Okay. What are you
All I
going to
know
use to
is
break
I'm
it?
not strong enough.
My
to do it.
hands.
Okay. I need you to roll 2 things.
I'm sorry,
First
sir.
off-
I said,
First off, a strength check.
this is going to hurt a lot. Can it be athletics?
No, this is straight strength.
I'm not breaking it.
Well, I guess I failed then.
What'd you get total?
7.
Okay, yeah,
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, 7.
so you're attempting to snap the sternum, and even though again he's not conscious, but he's not fully unconscious. He's like halfway in between. He's like, so like sometimes he's in and out of it, so to speak. And when you try to do that, he's like, oh, and his eyes kind of go open,
I'm sorry,
obviously
I'm sorry, I'm
causing lots
sorry.
of pain. And then Dahlia stops you and is like, hold on. And she finally pulls out her pouch. She's like, you've seen what looks like a familiar, like a smaller blacksmith and a chisel.
Oh,
Oh.
She's like,
That's fun.
she looks at you. You're 100% about this.
I don't have time to explain this to you.
He puts this on his sternum. It cracks. Okay, it's broken, now what?
Need to do the next step that I know how to do.
Okay. So now that that's cracked, You basically need to be opening his chest cavity. Okay, this requires a lot of strength.
Ah. I need a hand for this. Can I? He's already down there.
I continue to try and
No, no,
help.
no, 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 no.
I,
I think I have the highest strength here right now.
yeah,
Oh, well, that was.
this
With
you could
19.
try again now that it's already broken or it's snapped.
I just rolled a 3.
Okay, so if you want, you can try again. It is again a strength check.
I will assist him on this if I need to grab the other side to keep it open.
Yeah, I'll
Okay,
just
roll
start
with
explaining
advantage.
what I need them to do.
All right. Well, the first one's a 19, so plus 4. That's
Take,
a
take,
2.
the, take
so
the 19.
yeah, 23.
Okay, so you separate his rib cage, and again his eyes pop open. He screams with pain and then passes out from the pain.
I was like, someone give this man something to bite. I probably should
He's
have done that
out
first.
cold now. He's literally passed out
Yeah,
from the
all
pain
right,
inflicted on him. His rib
yeah,
cage is splayed open, and what you see is his heart is there. It is beating. You can, see, the chest cavity. What you see right underneath it looks like a complete ball of the root has grown there and is spreading out, its tendrils, and that's what the tendrils you're seeing in his skin that almost look like veins, but they're, red and purple and black. It's funky. And okay, I need to get rid of it. Pull that. So, this is going to require you to do a bit of hand.
That's all, folks.
You know what? Nah.
All right, I'm out.
As
Halfway
you are
through
attempting to
surgery.
get this out as carefully as you can, and so you're basically it's kind of a it's a sleight of hand. It's nimbleness.
I'm going to argue for. Yeah. No. This is what I'm arguing for. Because they are holding him down and he's out cold. He's still here because he's steady and he's not awake and.
But you're also doing surgery. And
Do you want me to have advantage or not? Okay.
Okay. In this condition, the condition will not give you. However, give you advantage.
Power of friendship.
Is something else.
I'll take it.
You know what to do. Anyway, it just requires a step. And very
And
nimble.
then I'm
7, but I use different units.
if because I know there's this thing where you can take 10.
You can't
Can
do
I-
that on
okay, I
this.
was like, I can't take my
fuck
time- okay.
No.
Okay, worth a shot. Okay, doing the thing. That 19 plus 1 for a dirty 20.
Thank
Okay.
you, Jesus
Okay.
Christ.
I can do surgery, not
you
fighting.
reach in very carefully,
Sees you
and
as an expert.
and the fact that you have very smaller hands with
I-
slender fingers, you're good with thieves' tools. Little, small,
foot against
dexterous
this.
operation. You're good at that. You've used those before.
Percy's good
So
with
you
her
reach,
fingers.
in and you get your fingers around this, little root ball, probably about a little bit bigger than a golf ball, but kind of oddly shaped, and it's got tendrils coming up. Get your fingers around that, and you gently start pulling. Really starts to try to resist. You then feel arcane energy in your hand, and you start, always do, you manipulate it and form it to your will as it essentially reaches through your fingers and comes out and wraps itself around the root ball, severing it from the tendril. As you do that, the rest of you notice the rest of you that are there, not you yet.
Patch can't watch this anymore. He's like,
Yep.
like,
The tendrils that seem to be, like streaking out through the body, they seem to be dying.
Patch is saying, "What's happening? I
But
can't
he's-
look at this.
He's still sitting there with his chest wide the fuck
He's getting
open.
better. The thing's getting out.
It's working." He
Yeah,
looks.
it's working.
Okay. Now, while that's going on, Leon, you and Jonathan are all the way at kind of the edge of that roof, edge of the thing. You still
The
haven't dropped
wind has.
concentration.
I have not
imagine
dropped concentration,
I
but it has
failed
stopped
to see
right
how
now.
you have not dropped concentration.
You know what? That's
after
absolutely
that.
fair.
Mhm.
Concentration dropped. That's a very
Okay.
good argument.
You watched open heart
Okay.
surgery
So you
on your dad,
so
basically.
you stopped concentrating. The wind has stopped.
I was
While
going to
you're
say
up there,
the
I
spell
need
has stopped, but I
perception
haven't
check
dropped
from
it.
both you and Jonathan.
That way, if I need to reactivate it, but no, that's absolutely true. He would have 100% dropped
all
concentration.
for you having the spell, but that makes total sense. That there's
Yeah,
no
yeah.
way.
You're correct,
13
and I'm
for
all for
Leon,
it.
16 for Jonathan.
Okay,
It's all the back.
Jonathan.
Cool,
First
that's
off,
it.
you
Oh,
notice
I was going to keep it.
It's like, no.
that last one was heading off in the same direction where you saw that. And Jonathan says, "Hey, did you see that?
Yes, I saw that.
That there's a purplish thing, light. I can't see it all the time, but it's like, I don't know, through the trees over there. It's like, it looks like it might be in
So
that
you got
clearing
everything
somewhere
out
over
this-
there."
Hop on.
He hops on.
I think
Well, I
they
figured
probably
let's
have
maybe
whatever's
sew them
going
back
on
up
in there
first,
under control.
and
Just to make sure
wait
that
for the
there's
potion
nothing
till
else we need to
after
worry
it's
about.
closed.
I don't think I'll take the time to tell them we're going there.
Okay.
And so we take off in the direction of the
Okay, so you in flying, I assume.
Yep.
Okay, so you leap to the air and you start heading that direction.
Fucking love
It's
this
not
thing, man.
super far away, but it is a little distance.
He's a brony.
So it's gonna, it's gonna take you,
Put a sour
It-
taste on my mouth.
it's gonna take you like 10, 15 seconds to get close enough to actually see anything.
Yeah.
But that's only because you can fly really
Stop that.
fucking fast.
My bad.
Okay. But even so, it's going to take you 10, 15 seconds to get close enough to see. So, Leon has just leapt off. You have just pulled that out. And your mentor is still sitting there with his rib cage wide the fuck open.
Alright.
But
That
it
just freaked
appears
me.
like the tendrils of what you sure has to do with the root. And you think this is part, it's a little different, but got the same coloration, the same feel. Feels familiar. But those tendrils within his body seem to be like just falling away, like dying off. They aren't sustaining them anymore. What do you do now?
All right, well, you're clearly very good at surgery, so could you sew them back up and then I'll
I'm
start.
working on that. So I'm gonna take the bowl, I guess, put it. Not my. And then I'm gonna start to attempt to put it back together, close them up, and then I don't have anything to sew them up with, so.
Okay, so how are you closing them?
This is a general store.
Cauterizing the wound.
Okay, well, but how are you?
No,
I mean,
hang
is
on.
You've
Hold
got
the thing.
he's open.
Well, I'm gonna just.
Okay.
There.
And once the skin is back in place,
All right,
I'm
well,
going.
someone go get me something to sew them up.
Since I'm there, once they close the ribcage, I will take out one of my healing potions and let it drip across the wound to see if that'll heal up the closing area.
That might.
So
As it
When I-
touches the open wound, you hear a sizzling noise.
what I
fuck.
need from anyone who is participating in trying to put Humpty Dumpty back together. I'm going to need you to pick one of your skills that you think would apply in some in some way, shape, or form, and describe to me how you use that skill
Perception based
to
on
help
sight.
build this person, to put this back. Okay,
I'm
so
gonna intimidate it into
so what
submission.
skill are you using, Persephone, to try to?
Probably performance, as I am performing open heart surgery.
Okay. All right, I'll allow that one. So you're gonna roll for that. Torbrek, you said you were helping.
Yes.
What skill are you using to help with this process?
That's what I said. I was like, intimidate that bitch. Intimidate him so hard.
Oh. Ability?
Do I need proficiency?
It's best if you have it,
I want
still
to
have-
try.
and if it's, I will say, like for something like medicine, that's
Medicine
a
only
trained thing.
makes sense, but I have a +4, but I don't have proficiency.
Right. If you don't have proficiency in medicine,
I'll say I'm not
it's,
proficient in performance. I have a plus.
That's where I'm at right now.
Anyway, I could use my brewing ability to try to see if I can change something about the healing potion to work instantaneously instead of having it being shoved down the throat or anything.
that would take some time. You could, but that's gonna take. While you're thinking about that, Patch, you
I'm
got-
gonna medicine check that anyway, just to see if there's anything I can
Okay,
do. It
well,
won't be
because you're not
super-
proficient, it's gonna be a disadvantage.
I got it.
All right, well that's already probably the worst. Nope, it actually got worse somehow. I got a 2 and a 4,
Okay.
so 6.
All right.
And I'm going to
What did
cast
you get, Jim?
level
16.
4.
16. Okay. So what's your idea?
I want to use my history to see if I remember anything about I was living in the Feywild, how they would patch people up if we
Okay.
had no other materials of like roughing it as we traveled from place
Okay.
to place.
Give me your roll.
Oh, baby. Oh, let's go. 23.
Okay. So, out of our participants, 2 successes, failures. Overall, you succeed in getting
That was a
the
group
chest
thing, okay.
back together. And then through your efforts, and you also wanted to do a healing spell
Yes.
later. So cast your healing spell and how many healing points roll.
I'm gonna do a level 1 to start with, just to see if it works. That way, it's not overcommitting if it heals back wrong.
Okay.
I'm gonna do a level 1 healing word. Please don't fucking give me minimum again. Okay, 7.
Okay, so between all your efforts, this is not a fun thing, and it takes you. I mean, you're trying to go quickly though, but it still takes you a good solid minute of trying to figure. Okay, what do we do? Okay, we gotta close this. Okay, close this. Okay, I gotta do this. No, wait, here, let me do this. No, here, let me do this. Blah blah. So it's a little bit of discussion back and forth, but you're trying to do like emergency stuff. So it really takes you literally like 1 minute. But at the end of that 1 minute, I think you got him patched up. He's still breathing. He's still unconscious. But the vein-like look to his arms, up his neck, and all that, all those have started to really fit.
Gosh, I
think
think
it
it worked.
You now
I'm not.
get closer, and once again, it's about midday, but it is much darker than you would expect for midday, as it's like it is super overcast. And also all the fires that were in the town, a lot of that smoke has come up and kind of made it overcast, but you're moving out of the town, still remains very dark. And in fact, as you're looking around, everything just seems. You notice that there is almost like a kind of like a glowing mist hanging very. And it was hard to see in town because there was fires going on and all sorts of other stuff happening. But as you are in the air looking over, you see some clear spots amongst the trees, and you can kind of see that mist just almost sticking, maybe just an inch or 2 above the ground, here and there. And the sky itself, again, darker than you would expect. But eventually you come across the treetops, you soar up a little bit, and you get an angle, clearing. But you see more of those creatures seem to be gathered around the outskirts. There is purple creature in the center that is holding aloft. This creature, skeleton. It is quite large. There we go.
The guy.
There, now I got it. Okay, so the creature itself looks very skeletal. Its whole body is bone-like coloration. As you get a little closer, though, you notice it's more like a combination of super taut skin over bones and tight muscles that is white with hints of brownish red, going along very long arms with big claws, a very large and long tail that seems to have some kind of spine or spike on the end of it, and large wings that almost look like tattered wings of a, but sharp edges on. If you want, you can attempt a knowledge religion and try to. Not proficient in religion, get a lot, but you're half proficient.
10.
10. Okay. All right. So with a 10, you are going to know the following things. This right here is some kind of variation of a. That name comes to mind, but it doesn't look quite the same. Again, it seems more than just. What you do know, though, is if it does go along the lines of what the devil is, something similar, that you do know what weaknesses it has, which unfortunately. But other than that, you can't remember anything else beyond that.
Right.
But it is there, and it is holding aloft. You can almost see the energy and the chaos been around this region and whatever is happening here.
Mm-hmm.
You can almost see it. It seems like this creature. Not sure what it's doing.
Okay.
Almost as if
Happened when and if I ever.
you have never touched it.
If they're not clean, then you get syphilis.
Herpagonosyphilis.
Gonorrhea.
Gonorrhea. All right. So no, you, if I remember right, have never actually touched one of them.
This
And
one did.
Patch.
You did,
Or
and
was it?
Yeah, Patch
Ajax?
touched a rod.
I know
Patch-
I did.
I don't think I was there that session. I would have tried.
yeah.
I remember you pulling a rod out of a cave back at first.
I was not there that session.
Yes, you were.
No, I got to the rod,
Oh
and
no,
then
and she pulled it out.
I
and
know,
then you
I
came
know I
back.
did.
the next session I was there, and I was like, well, I would have, but I
Yeah.
wasn't there.
Like I said, I think, to be honest, I think Persephone is the only one who's actually physically touched her.
Mm-hmm.
You have seen one in a vision.
I saw one in the cave.
Yeah, you
That
all
she
saw
grabbed
the you all
before
saw
she
the
got-
one in the cave, but you also saw one in a vision.
Yeah.
This one.
So right now, what's going on is you and Jonathan are Cassiopeia, her back. flying over and looking at this scene. You're a little ways up in the air and at a little bit of distance. So that's as much detail as you can get is kind of what you see of this creature, because it is big.
I have.
And these little creatures around, and it's holding a rod. It's in this clearing. But you can't make out any other details than that.
Tell Big Dog to wait 8 hours.
You're smart enough to know, if I get any closer, probably gonna.
See, that's the thing. I'll be spotted, but I won't necessarily die.
Hey guys, look who followed me back.
First things first.
On
It's
the
already
real
coming
list.
here. So,
Thought he was chilling out.
I mean, I'd imagine because there were a bunch of those little guys in the city or in the town or whatever, that more of them would come. But the first thing that I'm doing is I'm casting 3rd level healing word on myself. Because I am not looking great on HP.
All right.
That is minimum so far.
Stop.
8 HP from a 3rd level spell.
Bom, bom.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
Got no minimum.
And now I do the thing where I contemplate what I'm about to do next. The plan that I have, that I'm going to speed blitz this thing. Just full on action, 180 feet movement. Speed like. Have Jonathan prepare his action to try and grab the rod out of this thing's hand. And
Just gets
fly away.
incinerated.
Okay. That's going to be really, really difficult to do. But you can always try.
It's just, if I fail, I think I'm dead.
Jonathan is.
Send him to his doom.
See, but I also just don't want this ugly bastard to have the rod.
Do you, fam?
Alright, you know what? Do or die. So Leon's gonna turn to Jonathan and say, I don't think that thing should be in possession of that. Are you ready to...
His rod rights are revoked.
Yes. Are you ready to do whatever we can?
I guess. Shouldn't we get the others?
I don't know. I feel like if we'd be able to sneak attack it like that and steal the rod away, we might gain quite an advantage. You are also right about getting the other.
You want to do? I mean, I think we should get the others, but follow your lead.
I imagine. Away from
Oh
me,
yes.
But I attempt to cast message and see where Leon is with
You
no
get
response.
you get no response.
Alright, in that case, we're gonna fly back.
Okay.
Also,
So you attempt to fly back. Are you trying to be are you trying to be quiet about this, or are you just gonna whip around?
I mean, I figure I'm trying to be...
Okay, then go ahead and give me a stealth check, just so we kind of get an idea.
Dirty 20.
Okay. And
Let's fight.
They tell big homie over there to wait 8 hours.
I just need 1 hour. Just 1 hour to get a short
Okay.
rest.
I would love to get my wild
As
shape
far
spot
as-
back so I could-
as far as you know, you don't think you were spotted.
Okay.
You fly back. It doesn't take you super long. Again, it's
Snare
probably
thinks I didn't
like
see it.
15 to 30 seconds at most. Depends on how quickly you attempt to make. So you guys have kind of finished up real quick with the surgery, and you're just kind of at that awkward phase of
You said it was a
he's
general
alive,
store.
he's
Could I
breathing,
look
but
around
he's
the store
unconscious.
for
say again.
You said it was a general store of sorts. Could I look around the store for healing potions or anything that I could
You
dump
can
into his
look
mouth?
around the store for that. You would know that As
It was
this
a
was your
candy store.
hometown.
It was just a candy store. Or
No. You would know, as this is your hometown, that
they all rely
things
on
like
this guy.
healing potions were not necessarily something that was kept around a lot because this is still a pretty small town, and so
I'm just looking for anything.
anything
That could help.
I mean, they have some bandages. They've got some, some poultices you can find and salves and stuff like that. But anything actual like magical healing potion, you don't find.
No dice.
Um,
Fair enough.
All jar pocket.
Okay, fair enough. You've got that.
I
gonna
try
take
to
some
reach
out.
out to Leon again.
When I take some alcohol, I just clean my hand. Assuming there's blood on them from helping open the ribcage.
Yeah, and you can
Just to sanitize myself.
Oh, there, prestidigitation. I'm just
There you
cleaning
go.
up too.
Okay. So, as that's going on, eventually maybe it's taking you another 30 seconds. You send out message, and Leon, you're still about. You're getting real close to where that one building was, and as you flying over, you're noticing that. Okay, yeah, there are a lot. In fact, there's more areas now that you're seeing. There was bodies of villagers and stuff like that, and you're just about to kind of come down into where that store is and everyone else is, and you get a message. Hey, where you at?
Leon!
It's a message, so you guys can just
Yeah,
talk.
it's message, not sending.
Coming in hot. Be ready.
Ready. Look at Little
I mean,
Caesars
we
over
just
here.
performed surgery. I guess as ready as I can be. Where the hell were you?
There was something that caught my attention. I'm glad I didn't waste the time telling you then, because I have only a little bit of time to tell you now.
And by this time, you're hearing Leon in your head as you're whispering back and forth. The message spell, but then it's literally
He
you
walks in
hear
the door.
as Cassiopeia lands in the street just outside of the building, and kind of makes her way up towards the door with Leon and Jonathan back. You guys can see him on his steed out through the door, but obviously it's not fit.
Yeah, Leon jumps off.
I imagine
Cassiopeia.
eventually you'll get off your horse,
I'll
right?
go to open the door because it seems like
You guys are
Leon's
gonna
It's
have to
already
come
open.
here.
What's the issue?
Leon marches in and just says, "All right, there's something disturbing. In the forests not far from here, there's a very powerful demon, and he has a rod. And there's a lot of those things that we just fought as well gathering around.
Game plan?
Assuming if he puts that thing in the ground, shit's gonna go sideways.
But we could either find some place to rest and take him on later,
I feel like time is of the essence here.
or we could tackle it now.
I'm fine with
I
fighting
think
now.
we're all. How do you got? Well, I'm looking around. How
Oh
beat
no,
up do you all look?
I'm pretty fucked up.
I'm at
You're bloody.
I'm at 61 out of 73. I'm fine.
That's metagamey. How do you look?
perfectly fine. I have maybe one
Mildly bruised? Okay.
like one scrape.
You're scratched a little
Yeah,
bit.
but I'm
How
not
do
like-
you and Jonathan look?
Jonathan looks fine. Leon, however, you can tell he's definitely a little beat up, and then he seems to be a bit mentally fatigued.
Gold looks pretty good. He's got a couple cuts and scrapes and stuff like that here, but overall he's not too bad.
It might be worth taking a break or something,
So a short rest and then go.
because I'm still dealing with my mentor here as well, trying to get him conscious and that.
Yes.
Need someone to just
Knowing-
keep recon on. No, he needs to rest.
Do
Oh, I
have a
see.
rough
During the
idea
rest.
Yeah.
how much time
We
as
could
to
just
whether
ride
or
on
not a
this.
short rest.
Yeah.
And just keep it stealthy.
Even a short rest would be hugely
That's what I'm
beneficial.
saying. We take a short rest, let Jonathan go scalp it out, and then we start moving.
Give me a
Or to your friend to watch your master go hide somewhere in case shit goes south, and we start moving forward and take short
That's
closer.
the nat 20.
Yeah, I don't want to like move this
Natural
thing
20.
And a
Excellent.
3,
until
but-
Well,
I can
yeah.
help get
Natural 20.
my
That
mentor
works.
out of
Okay.
there if need be,
Yeah.
So,
because he's not in a position to.
We
you
leave him farther.
are under the impression that this is not, it's not going to be before something happens, and at that same time, Gold, who's he's been in some kind of
He's
a
been in
state.
his
He's been in
trauma,
he's been in a
PTSD.
state. I mean, he helped a little bit during the fight, but he's been in a little bit of state. He kind of snaps out of it for a second, looks around, and goes, "This is not good happening." And right at that point in time, you all feel like something is, not sure exactly what, but something is.
The idea is your friend stays here with your mentors, barricades himself in. We move closer to the place, take a short rest there, and then go into combat.
I think
Okay,
based
I'm
on
gonna
what-
be honest, guys. Resting doesn't seem to be in the possibility.
I don't
1
think it's in the
hour?
I
cards.
have a plan. It requires me and one other person, and I can't guarantee we come back.
That sounds awful.
What's the plan?
So goal, get Rod away from him.
Correct.
Get us in. Someone grab it.
I'll grab it.
I
I'll do
have
it.
to be able to survive to be able to get us out.
I'll do it.
So there.
There's no
but
doubt about it.
I can, me and one other person.
I'll do it.
I think that either Patch or Jonathan would probably make a better fit, because I know that thing's not going to relinquish the rod easily.
Yes, but I have faster movement speed if it comes to that point, and I can run on multiple different surfaces if it comes to that difficult terrain.
I can fly.
Yeah, but that costs you a spell slot. What if he's got counter magic?
It's not a spell.
What if he's got a way of stop? I'm just thinking magical wise.
Mechanically, it's not.
I'm just saying. I just know you want to make sure you're.
I mean, the
mental-
same
For what it's
logic,
worth, I
it'd
would
be
like to
more
look in
common
my
for him to
backpack
have
and see
something
if
that
I have a
impedes
potion or
movement.
not, because I don't have movement. First of all.
Movement wouldn't be much.
Throw it in your inventory.
She's
you
guaranteeing a
probably
way in and
Alright,
out.
listen, I don't have any items in my inventory. I wrote nothing down.
I'm just saying
Because I had it all
it's
on
probably not
paper.
going to be
My
you.
paper's
It's not
gone.
going to be
don't.
Jonathan.
I'm not saying you should.
I think it's going to be
You
either
have 3
Patch or me
daggers
or
in
her
your
and Gold.
inventory.
Yeah, and I don't use any
You
of
have
them.
clothes.
I
You
think
have a
Gold might be a little more
crowbar.
situated
Yeah, that's
for
all
the
the stuff
situation. Unless you want him to
This
stay
thing
back
starts
and
me
do
with.
a range to give us
Well,
artillery
we gotta
cover
find your
fire.
damn
I can do it.
papers.
It's
I
personal.
agree. That'd be super helpful.
I mean, if you want to, go for it. But I'll watch Master while you try to get this done. But while you guys go ahead, we need to start moving there. Make sure that shit doesn't go south.
So repeat, I need to not go south. Plan to work.
You're going with Patch.
And someone heal me. I'm not doing great.
I give you a healing potion.
Perfect. I down it.
Patch, you also have access to healing?
I can
I
heal,
don't know
but
how many.
I don't have like.
I used one. I know you have one out of my 2 because I was going to use
All
one
I
on the
have is
guy, but
healing
we did the
word.
medicine
It's kind of
instead.
an oh shit
So I have
heal.
1 left, but
That's
it's a normal
fair.
healing potion.
I
Which
used a
does
third level
1d4
spell slot
plus
and I got
4. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Bonus action, like pick someone up,
yeah.
heal. grab
Oh no,
them.
I have one more greater, but I'm saying
Sustain.
that if stuff goes bad on the battlefield.
We took a
Okay,
rest. I
well-
could slap on cure wounds, but
Rest would solve a lot of things.
That's,
Or- or-
Not the
that's the thing, we
cards.
don't have time to rest.
I know.
Yeah, so what's the game plan? You going with Patch and we just stand nearby just in case shit goes south?
I need 500 feet. You guys can be wherever you want. I need 500 feet.
you're being vague though. What's the plan?
We go.
Teleport
I
in.
poof us in. You grab it. I poof us out. That's all I got.
Who am I grabbing this from? Doesn't something bad happen when we grab that thing?
I recall what happened when I grabbed the thing.
It wasn't pleasant.
It's not great. But hold on tight.
It's worth a shot. And for what it's worth, I'll act as a flank attack while you try to take the run so that you have this fire.
And I'll go in with Lee.
And how are you gonna watch my mentor?
It looks like your friend's gonna have to watch him because we can't bring him towards the fight. If we bring him towards the fight, he is going to die.
Well,
Jonathan.
yeah, the whole point is to.
Gold looks at you guys and says, "No, you could probably use me out there. They should be out there.
But I don't want
I
to, so.
can't- no, but I don't know if I can. To be honest, I'm could do is I could stay here.
I trust you, Gold.
Problem solved. Gold. We just met. Question: do you have any healing potions, anything on you that you could give to us in case shit goes south? I'd rather have a backup
Spare
plan than no
heals,
plan
sir.
at all.
I would like to be above 50 hit points.
Bro,
ideally.
I would love to be anywhere close to 50 hit points.
Okay, but
Yes.
also your whole plan is in and out.
Yes, but I
Gold
have to
pull-
live
gold
to
pulls
make
out.
it back out.
Just
One-
don't get hit.
I would
Regular
love
healing
to.
potion, that's all he's got.
I
And
give
he hands it to
I
you
give it to
guys.
Persephone.
Alright, I
take-
down it. Does what the D?
2d4 plus
Oh, it's
2.
2d4. So add another
Oh.
d4 to the other one.
Yeah, regular healing potion is 2d4 plus
one
2.
whole addition.
I'll use my last level 1 on Leon for healing word. Don't thank me yet. We'll see what the dice say. Minimum 5.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
gonna
kinda
give-
where I
Is
was at.
better than nothing.
I'm gonna give Gold
Hold on, minimum
another
is 5?
flask of liquid in case he needs to
Oh, my
use
healing
fire
word.
Oh, it was
arrows
healing
or
word. I was
anything
like, how did
ignitable
mine
to
do
help him
less?
get away with the master. Use
Right.
this as a last resort. It's easy to ignite. Use it as a runaway escape plan if you need to. Comes to that, just in case. That's it.
He nods his head and he says, "No matter what, I will keep him safe. Gonna be much use.
Right. Well, just ready to save another section of our world.
Unfortunately, I'm as ready as I can.
Oh. Say bye to loved ones now, or say bye to someone if.
And I'll use two level 2 healing words as well. Yeah, we're just gonna shoot through all the
Lower level stuff.
one on you and one on you. Leon gets 7. Hang on.
Just
I'm-
roll, you have
Roll it,
dice.
bro. You have physical dice.
It shouldn't be
Above
bad
50.
every time.
Let's fucking go!
Theoretically, it should eventually give me something that isn't minimum or one above
Well,
minimum.
hey, that's what I thought with my dice too.
While
But
this is going on, I
That's
would just like to
amazing.
do a quick prayer to my which I have chosen to be
Fucking
Hanseth, the dwarven deity of Council Rising Brewery and Singing. So he's a brew god.
So yeah,
Okay.
a
Just
3,
give him a
2,
quick,
and
just
plus
like, hey.
4. So,
Go ahead and roll a
You will heal
wisdom
9.
save.
Listen as best as you can, or just watch over us because I don't know shit we're gonna.
I'm not doing great, but
got all my medium spells.
19.
I just need to be able to get there,
It's the first
not
time.
die
You-
in one
yeah,
hit,
you-
and get us out. If I die in one
You
hit, then
start
you're fucked.
praying, and as you're praying, you feel calm comes over. Okay, whatever we're about to do, all right, we can handle this. We got this. And you feel at peace with your decision of, okay, we're gonna go and deal with this bullshit. It doesn't sound fun, but
Someone's
okay,
gonna
we're
have to do
good.
it.
Yeah, we're good. We're here.
Anybody want? No. I
Not
drink
be drunk.
a swig of courage, and I'm like, all right, Leon, let's do this.
Right.
So close do you need to be?
500 feet.
You have to see him. You have to see what we're aiming. Question.
Probably, maybe Yeah, I'll take
It's
that.
a yes
It's
and no
not.
if you're talking dimension door.
It is dimension.
Okay, so here's the thing with that. You can specify a distance and direction. The problem is, if you are off in your estimations on things, you could end up picking a spot that you can't actually go to, like a giant fucking boulder.
So to clarify, it says you teleport yourself, blah, blah, blah. You arrive at exactly the spot desired. It
Yes,
can be a place
well,
you can see, one you can visualize, or one you can describe by stating distance and direction.
That's what I'm saying is you
So if I
have
can
to
visualize
you have
it
to
and
be
see
able
it.
to visualize it, which means you have either seen it yourself already, or which if you've seen it and you're within 500 feet, no problem. Or scryed upon it to see it that way, or someone do a really, really good job at describing what it
All right,
looks like,
well, let's do that.
and then being within that. If you
Let's-
describe distance
I'll
and
describe
direction,
the location.
for no, hold on. If you do distance and direction, this is what I was getting into. If I go, okay,
But I
it's
wasn't-
that direction. It is 30 feet.
Yeah, yeah, no, I
30
get what you're
feet,
saying.
I
Yeah,
could
yeah.
end up in a wall, which
I'm
means I
not
get
going to do
shot.
it that way.
Right.
Is,
So let's get a good description from Leon,
So
and
you're-
then
you're
I'm
gonna
gonna go.
attempt a good
Hey,
description.
if it comes to it, just
I'm going to
I
get a
don't-
good description
I'd rather
from
you live
Leon.
than me.
Then when we get there, I'm going to look at it. That way, I have a combination of the two.
Okay. Look at it. Well, if you look at it, you don't even need a description.
It just doesn't hurt to have it, okay?
Okay.
like a performance roll?
But the goal is
I
to
do
look
need a
at it.
performance roll.
That is a terrible roll. 12.
Okay. So, do you think you got it?
All right. Well, like I said, I'll see it before I do it, but it
Okay.
doesn't hurt to have it.
How are you going to approach this area?
so.
Well, where the hell am I going?
Here's
So
here's-
up on the roof and over till I can see it, I guess.
Here's the thing: if he's seen it on his horse, go up real quick, stealthily, look at the area from above, and then come back down, get off the horse, and then teleport to the match.
I reckon if it took maybe 15 to 30 seconds to get there and I was going speed on my horse, which is 180 feet, then that's like
Can get there in like a minute, just to take the big giant horse.
Oh,
I
I'm
can
not
go
saying
by
that you need to
myself
take the
real
horse. I'm trying to
quick.
calculate the exact distance and location.
Now, additionally,
Additionally.
Leon, what you would know based on what you saw in your aerial view is you are not going to be able to see this clearing through the forest unless you're either physically right up on it or you're at an aerial view so you can see from a distance at down. It's one of those two options, period. Otherwise, you can't see it. And Leon would probably say, based on what he saw, probably not a good idea to try to do it get up close from the ground and look because, it's
What's
up on a
the
rise. You're gonna have to
plan?
come up. It's not good.
Question.
Roof is too far away to
That's
see.
where he
accurate.
was when he.
No,
saw
he
it.
was on his
No, he
Pegasus.
was on his Pegasus.
I thought he was on the
No,
roof.
I saw
I'm
the
sorry.
glint.
Okay, I thought he was on the roof
Nope.
when he saw it. I was like, I'll just do the same thing he did.
He saw the glinting from a distance.
Okay.
And then he had to get much closer.
Okay.
He literally had to go about
He went full movement.
no, he went probably about 1,000 feet away. Is how far away it is.
Alright, well, I might need to borrow your horse.
Can you add the fate touch to my character sheet before we do this? Because
Nope,
I have the DM points for it. I just forgot to ask last.
Okay.
Alright, changing plans up a little bit. I know I'm not very physically capable when it comes to wrestling control of an object out of somebody's hand,
It is.
but I also am the best one at riding this thing. What if instead us two,
Which are you?
fly over there?
Remote
You
gets
teleport
what?
the both of us
It's-
to grab the
is
rod,
it-
and then we teleport back to the horse.
Just put it on
So,
wisdom.
same plan, just instead of patch, it's
The only
because that
reason why
is
is
the exact same plan. Just switch.
the only reason why is because we would have an aerial view. So you would have an exact
Or if
position.
me and Patch ride the.
noise.
So
I'm not teleporting the horse.
Yeah, but I wouldn't have my horse if the horse took
You
you.
gained one.
thank you, sir.
Just say, hey, come back down when he's done.
Does it
I'm not,
work like that?
I'm not,
It's
like,
your horse.
I'm not
I don't think I can-
disintegrating the horse.
I don't think I can telepathically communicate.
Can someone else like drive your magic horse?
I don't know. I
mean, I'm
assume it's
fairly-
a horse.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain other people can ride.
Yeah, it's like I would
can't see,
imagine.
Just
Like, because I'm not taking him with us, so like you
actually, I
have
could
full
do it right
access
here.
to
Let me
use
change
him
that.
again once we tell him. I just need him for the initial area view. Or actually, I guess technically you and me could go up there initially. I can get a good
There we
view
go.
of it,
That's proper.
and then we can come back down and teleport from the ground too.
that works. We'll do that.
So we're not having.
The
Oh, I can communicate with it telepathically.
No, that's what I
as-
thought. I
as
was like,
long
I'm
as
pretty
we
sure
were
you can talk to the dude.
Bone Devil's like, I knew I saw a giant fucking horse looking at me when he sees you a second time.
Yeah, what the fuck? They got horses and shit, man.
A horse flying?
That
So-
horse fly.
Let me hear your game plan. You've talked about it. What is your decision on handle things?
I can also cast darkness, but if I'm already kind of dark, it's pretty obvious that there's. I don't know that would be helpful.
So Persephone and I will fly in on Cassiopeia to get an aerial view of the exact location. Then we'll fly back to the group, do some calculations, I guess. Have Persephone and Patch teleport in, while Jonathan, Corbreck, and I, with both me and Jonathan on Cassiopeia, fly or move in rather to try to divert as much of demon forces away from.
Okay, so recon run, so you see the area. Okay, so you start flying over that way. Yeah, so I will need a stealth check. See what you get.
Dirty 20.
And where is everyone else who is not on the horse with Leon? Where are you guys gonna be?
Sitting next to the mentor and
Okay, so you're just waiting back there?
Hell
Okay.
Yeah, if that's gonna take him that long to get all that stuff. While he does that,
Okay. So, as you're doing your recon run, come up and you see the clearing. Aerial view. In it, you see exactly what Leon, this creature in the center of this clearing, and he's still holding up the rod. It looks like maybe he's saying something. You're just too far away to
Yeah.
hear what's being said. You also see a lot of those other little creatures. From this distance, you don't get a lot of detail, but you can tell, yeah, these are definitely the guys.
I know it's hard, but do I
Religion check.
religion?
No?
That is a thing.
Okay, yep, nope, you don't know any more than what
Cool.
Leon.
We're
Yeah. But I also need you to do a
It's a nat 20.
ooh. Okay.
Way better. It's not been hurting me. Do I
Just
feel anything when I'm making these checks? Like, can I, like, trying to peek at some
no,
shit?
no, that's not what.
Okay. I manage.
can
There.
you do it on the app?
you added the feet correctly, it should automatically
Oh no,
Yeah,
I got
those
Misty
two.
Step, but I get another first level spell, which I'm gonna is True Strike.
Oh, please don't take.
That is a shit.
It's not.
I
It's
gotta-
not good in 5e.
I gotta look at something else then because it's not much. I either get Friends, Mind Sliver.
Mind Sliver's really.
Sliver's the other one that I was
So
thinking of.
mine has
It's because
on that
probably I'm not a
screen.
magic caster.
The only time True Strike is useful is if you have like big attack that you like need to hit, and it just gives you advantage on that. Otherwise, you take 2 attacks and it's
Yeah.
Good Thoughts, Mind Sliver, Vicious Mockery, Friends are the only
like
things I can
Pathfinder
take.
True Strike.
I think Mind Sliver.
Ah, that works.
Just gives you like a plus 10 or 20 to hit. Next attack. Instead of a near guarantee.
Alright, I can't
A
afford
near
any of
tea.
that. No. A little.
There you go. Lights. Up.
Being
Might
patch
be in here,
autopilot
just-
soon.
Pardon me, I'm
Wait.
having to go through my notes to try to find it. I don't know if I've.
Even you.
No,
Alright.
I don't think the information. Okay. Alright, so
First alarm is
I
part
need
30.
this real quick. Get my answer. I'm gonna type out already.
June.
Bless you.
The hard way. Keyboard menu. Okay. Okay, and alright. Always gotta be difficult right near the last second. Okay. There we go. Okay. Persephone. When you see this creature and with it having the rod and everything, name. Put it in here.
That's
This
what I'm
is-
doing.
This, yeah, this is one of the lieutenants. Falls under a captain who then so this guy's good. He's beefy. But he is not, he's not even at the level of a captain.
Cylinders.
Wish I had my bardic inspiration.
Bit of a hint to the short.
If we would have done that, we would have
not
to fight.
have-
We would have to fight zombies of your townsfolk to get to.
Dance.
So you see him up there.
Benefits.
As you guys are up there in the air
I'm
observing, you are too far to hear speaking.
Oh, yeah.
Close enough to see enough details so you can kind of see. Looks like holding a rod, and that there are plenty of those other little creatures kind of around in that clearing as well. You see a decent number of them, at least as many as what you just. And you can hear some of those screeching noises. You can't hear speaking, but you can hear screeching noises. You're pretty sure that the dude, Archon, is speaking in Abyss. No Abyss. But you
It would
just
make
can't
sense
make
that
out the
he
words.
speaks Abyssal too.
You can't make out the words. But he's making a speech. They're getting excited. Their cries are getting louder and louder. And then you hear out of that noise, it seems like a really piercing cry. And
My
you're
head or
no.
Okay.
You both hear this. It's like it's a little bit outer, freakier, like something in particular was mentioned. You speak Abyssal. You know, said, look! You both notice it looks like heads turn in your. And Erica up. No. And you see darkness covers the area.
Center of the area we're in.
He's. Now, you have double sight?
I can see through
Okay. You can
Magical
see
darkness?
they're all
Yes.
still there.
because I can cast.
Okay. Leon, it just looks like the whole area went pitch black.
Oh, I wonder what did that.
Bit rude, isn't it?
Bit of shame,
I'm
isn't it?
gonna turn to Leon. Wanna go now?
Hatch isn't here. We can't grab the rod.
Go.
Go back.
Just do it.
Okay.
Give it to
Do
your
it or die.
hate.
Yeah, He said no for him, so I'm dimension dooring myself in there.
Okay.
She grabs the rod.
Okay.
Huh.
I wanted to prep first, but I
As-
guess not. It's fine.
As you dimension door yourself down into this area, poof, where exactly? You've seen the whole clearing. You've
Yeah,
seen
yeah.
where all these
So-
guys are. Where are you going to put
So
yourself?
the goal is like, how is he standing? Like he's like holding it up in the air,
on his
kind of.
on his legs.
Yeah, yeah. I said where, not how.
He's in the center of the clearing. He is a large
Yeah,
creature.
but like Rod
He is standing there,
here, Rod.
and
here.
when he was doing his speech, he was like, "Right, he's got this." And then when he casts the darkness, and he's looking at you, can see him.
Yeah,
he's,
yeah, no,
he's
I-
still
yeah.
looking straight at you.
Yeah, we know
And
we
he-
can see each other.
Yeah, he takes the rod, and he's holding it like this, and he's large, so it's near his chest, kind of in front of him.
Okay.
In his hands, it looks like it's about that big,
Mhm.
but you know for a fact it's twice that size, physically.
Alright.
And he's holding it, and he is looking up at you.
Do I know anatomy of testicle?
You have no idea. You rolled a 6.
Yes.
You have no fucking clue.
Kick him in the nuts.
Everything else that I've seen and known from the area in which he comes from. Do they have testicles?
They're all different types.
Alright, that doesn't help me. I'm not kicking him in the balls if I don't know he has any. Okay. I'm gonna teleport.
Where?
Right here?
Right in front of him.
Yes. I regret my choices, but it's happening.
Right?
And I'm going to grab the rod and
Okay,
attempt
this is
to
your
dimension the
goal.
rod. This is the goal. I'm well aware that's not
Okay.
exactly what's happening. Yeah, right in front of him. Grab rod. Like I'm prepared to grab rod as soon as I dimension door, and the goal is to.
Okay. So,
We'll see.
this is what happens. For Persephone, sitting behind you, astride, weaves her arcane energy and creates a dimension door and jumps through. She disappears from the back of your horse.
Into darkness, and you see
And
nothing.
you don't know what happened.
Leon just shouts, "No!"
You arrive exactly where you wanted.
Uh-huh.
And being that you can see as you look, you are looking up into the face of Erica, who is holding a rod and staring down at you.
Long time no see. I blow him a kiss, grab the rod.
Nope. This is where we would roll initiative next week. So,
I did a stupid.
so that is where we are going to leave it until next week, which is going to be very interesting.
Percy
since
rerolls
Jen's not going to be
character.
here. So someone else has to run her character.
I only might not be here.
Only might not be.
Better
We'll
be
see.
here.
We'll see.
At this
Hopefully
point, you
everything will
have
go
to
well.
be
with
here.
Deal
the
with the consequences of your actions.
I think if I'm not here, you guys just can't play.
if you're not here, maybe we'll have to do some kind of one shot of something else. Because
You just
Probably
Backstories of our
lying
new
and
characters
telling
will be fooled in this fight.
I'll keep you posted with how the vet thing goes. I
I
don't know how
know.
long
I know
it's
which
gonna
character
take.
I'm bringing back.
Yeah, I think we're.
All your characters are fine. I'm the one who's gonna die.
Yeah, it's not like I'm not gonna go after you immediately.
You should at least call for backup.
Hey,
I
bro,
can see-
I asked if you wanted to go with me. You said no, so I said, all right, I guess I'm doing it.
all right. So that being said, that is where we are going to leave it for tonight. With Persephone definitely in some hot water, and we will see you guys next week at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Tuesday night.
Tuesday.
And we'll see if
Persephone comes out alive.
if Persephone is going to be here, and therefore we're playing episode 59 of Atavar, or maybe something else fun, like a one shot, to fill in while we wait for her to get back, because I think kind of going to need her there. And it would also be nice to have gold available.
Well, we're either both going to be here or both not. is
Yep.
the thing.
So we'll just have to wait and see. We hope to see you then, and stay tuned throughout the week as we may be doing some